Mic check, mic check. Test, test. All right, it's time for me to get started. I am going to say a few things here. It's time for me to get started. Sorry about that. So yeah, I have a few things to talk about. I don't think anyone's here, but in case anyone's watching this, like after the stream is over, yeah, I think it's best to show here. So, first things first. I've been I think last week I said that I was going to be busy over the weekend and that my intention was to stream on either Monday or Tuesday. I actually didn't have the time, unfortunately, to stream on Monday or Tuesday, and that's partly because of I was actually working on the Razor Wings build guide. That was the first reason. The second reason is I spent a great deal of time putting my, well, I'm still working on my companion druid. I kind of like sat down and I decided that I kind of wanted to just fiddle around with and tinker with it. Uh, yeah, the companion druid. Like, I've never actually gotten him to pit 100, so I'm actually trying to work on my companion druid right now. And to the point where I actually did a great deal of farming. And I managed to even get like this. Yeah. Yeah, but I did let's see. Yeah, but it's not like this was a drop. I actually had to craft it. I had to like scrounge around. I had to make some trades. Yeah, I went and did some trades, and then the masterworking. Well, masterworking was the funny thing about masterworking is I was farming Obdus, like, I got pretty lucky on the rolls here. That it got like also. Well, I had to re-roll like Masterwork rank 4, but then Master rank 8 didn't take too long. And farming Obdusite wasn't really that bad because I was using my Whirlwind Barb for that. As for yeah, I farmed a lot of Obdusite, running like these strong rooms and whatnot. So, yeah, I was able to like pump up my equipment by quite a bit during that time. And I've also been kind of playing around with different configurations on how to build my companion druid too, especially because it turns out that the alpha aspect, like what I found out from one of the people I watched, is that it's not really working as intended. So that's my companion druid. He's now, I think his highest pit clear is like 80, maybe 85. I can't remember. Ever since I got Shroud of False Death, my damage went up by like, it got like, I want to say doubled, I think. Like top end damage got doubled. My Belial clear previously was like 16, like solo was like 16 seconds record, or 15 seconds, and then now it's down to like closer to 10 with just Shroud of False Death, so yeah, that's a huge help, of course. And then my Whirlwind Barbarian that I've been working on off stream. Here, let me see if I can put this together. My Whirlwind Barbarian has, yeah, like I've been masterworking more of his equipment to rank 8 using the Obdusite I've been given, and that's been going quite nicely for me too. But farming gold is the other issue. Like, I did a whole bunch of masterworking, and this, cost gold, right? Am I really gated on True Sigils? I guess I could probably run Legion events for it, but that's okay, whatever. So anyway, I'm gonna reset this. And for example, I want to roll for like strength on this, right? That would be nice. No luck yet. And you can see that it costs like 5 million per reroll. It's the yeah, pretty expensive. Um a lot of stuff here. Oh, and I found Gores. I don't know if I ever showed this, but I actually got this Gores with GA to like Whirlwind, and then it also has a much higher roll than my old Gores. Um, yeah, and I got like GA strength. Yeah, I did a lot of Obdicide farming on like T4. First, I think on my Companion Druid, and then on my Barb after. And then also I did a whole bunch of Whispers, and then I buffed up this guy as best as I could. I got some GA movement speed here. So, um, yeah, did a whole bunch of stuff. So what I'm gonna do, since I'm in T4 now, I can actually just run the Whispers. Yeah, like I'm just running Whispers mostly. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's kind of the progress I've made today. I'm gonna do a bit of like early farm, like just quick farming on my roll and barb to warm up. Then I actually wanted to move into the bulk of today's stream, which was to kind of get my ball lightning sorcerer up and running. Because last I checked, I think I could run like T3 with her, but I need to go a little bit beyond that, I think. Okay, so 3 tortured gifts opened. I don't want to. Yeah, I think it should be okay. So, yeah, you can see. It still takes me some time to kill these monsters. I usually don't run hell. Yeah, I'm still not yet at the point where I can like mindlessly walk through everything. I'm gonna just switch over to lose out on some damage this way, but now I can mindlessly run through everything, I think. So, yeah. You can see my damage numbers are up to like closer to 100 million whenever my gloves explode, Gore's grips explode. Yeah, with Tyraels, I'm pretty much immortal too. Pretty much unkillable. I'm still looking for more damage related stuff, like my like do not get me wrong, my amulet is fine for the time being, but I would really like to get an amulet with like plus ranks to like no mercy or whatever the damage passives are, really. There's like so many, but I just haven't had luck on any of my amulets trying to get it. I got like a few like GA strength amulets, but again, it's not enough. That by itself. Yeah, this build is at the point now where it can like dog walk T3 while spinning. That was the whole point of this. But I want to actually see if I can pump it up to T4 and do something with that. That'd be kind of cool. Also, I have like an infinite... I have a way... There we go. I'm using the runes Zolum. So whenever I invoke a power from another class, I get 105 primary resource. And then here I have Pock What. So if I drain out 100 Fury, then I can activate Horde Decrepify. So I spend 100 Fury, I gain 135 Fury, is kind of how the setup works. Or is it 100? No, not 130, it's 105 now. So that's how it works. So this is the setup I've got. I should probably... Oh yeah, I'm like maxed out on Obels. Hey, this one's got Portal Whirlwind, but this is like completely useless. Unless somebody wants to do like pure Whirlwind or something, I guess. Then it might be might make a bit more sense, but until then. Yeah, I could probably just sit here and mooch, honestly, and get the what I'm looking for. I can move on to my Ball Lightning Sorcerer. Yeah, Poison Puddles, Hydra. Yeah, everyone's running one of those two builds, and I feel like Thorn Spiritborn, I just don't like... Spiritborn right now is like pushing the pit, but they are... I don't think that I really see them in open world. They're usually locked in the pit, from what I've seen. And speaking of which, do I want to... Yeah, my glyphs are like, well, I mean, not like maxed, but they're like already like level 50, most of them. So I'm not going to be getting, I mean, I could just run the pit with them, try to see if I can get something out of it, but it's like a while's out. All right, I'm just going to run with these guys for a bit until I finish my whispers, and then, yeah. There's also a Legion event coming up, but oh, no, they're done? Okay, well, in that case, I'm going to get out of here then. So, just doing a little bit more farming here. Then I'm going to switch over to my Ball Lightning Sorcerer. And then play for like maybe an hour or two on him. Okay, Collection of Chaos. Try to see what I can get here. Yeah, I just remembered I'd also replaced my weapons. So now I have, instead of, this was a pretty cool, roll. Got it out of one of the, big caches, from the reputation board. And I got like strength damage, vulnerable damage, ranks to wallop. It's kind of tempting to do the season journey stuff too, I realized. I should probably do Season Journey, but I did want to work on my Sorcerer today. Maybe I'll save Season Journey stuff, particularly Destroyer. Like, these caches are kind of crazy. They give, like, really good items. I just haven't... I don't think I've turned any of them in, really. And that's because my intention was to do all of them at once. I've already done this one. I think I've done a pit 80 or pit 75 for people already on stream, even before I got Shroud of False Death. Roderick's Strong Room. Yeah, I mean, this is easy enough. I ran Roderick's Strong Rooms to get Obdicite. Then this one, I'd probably just run a bunch of Hell Tides for. I could do 5 local events with Mastery there, easily enough. Same thing with this. Same thing with this, so that makes 5 already. And then I probably skip this one. And possibly, well, actually, yeah, and possibly this one. Yeah. Oh, I guess I need to clear all of these, don't I? 4 out of 5 objectives completed. Okay, well... Infusion Glacial Nimbus. I mean, all I need to do is run those powers. I don't... I just need to run those powers. That's all I really need to do. I don't even need them to be on, like, anyone particularly useful. Anyway, yes, so this is my weapon. It is pretty nice. Because of that, now I'm using, for Whirlwind, my mace. And because I have my mace, I kind of readjust my equipment. So now I'm running ranks of Wallop, like 9 into Wallop, which means that it's time for me, or I switched out Executioner Glyph for Might. No, not Might. I think it was Exploit, yeah. So now the way the build works is, in its so-called speed farming nature, if I tap them with, if I even tap them with Vulnerable, then they'll like die instantly from all the crit damage, vulnerable damage, and damage modifiers and all that. So that's nice. Okay, let me go Venus modes first. And after that, maybe I can try playing the build on T3 or something. Because yeah, it is quite a big step up from T4 to T3, or T3 to T4. There. Okay, Venus modes are done. Logan's Folly, find the corpse. I'd like to open this chest, but I don't really know if I care to do that. I should be running the jewelry caches if possible. There's 0 jewelry caches here. There's actually no jewelry caches in this area. I might have to go to that side after I farm my Cinder. But then again, I need to open 3 Tortured Gifts here. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll wrap up the doing more Whisper. I actually really enjoy Whispers, to be honest. I actually really enjoy like farming Whispers and all that. I mean, this is what I built this character for. But I think part of the issue this season that really bothers me is the dupes, like mostly. Talked about this before, but to be honest, it is far easier to just trade people for duped mats than it is to actually like run Whispers over and over to get it. Like I want to like pump up my gear and like right now. Sorry, when I say okay. So there's two things I need, right? Like better gear and gold. And the thing is, I actually really enjoy like running these Whispers for fun, just for like gold. I love just like doing like random objectives and getting like XP and whatnot that way. But when it comes to gold, yeah, I got two choices. Either I do what I'm doing right now, where I'm running Whisper after Whisper, or I think some people said Infernal Hordes isn't terrible too, but yeah, so I run either Whisper after Whisper, like I've been doing, or I could trade like some good aspect or some good unique that has like, you know, 2GA, 3GA, 4GA roll for like, let's say like 15 billion gold, just randomly, like Serpentine aspect, for example. I think if it's like a max roll, it goes for like a minimum like 10 billion gold. And same thing with like sack of Belial mats too. Like similar situation. Like I've been like self farming all my gear, right? But and I've been enjoying it. But yeah, if I wanted to play like really efficiently, in quotes efficiently, then I should just talk to people, trade in some boss mats, and be done with it. Because yeah, like I can't. Like boss mats are ridiculously difficult. Like, okay, fine, the small boss mats or whatever, but Betrayer's Husks in particular, that one is troublesome. Yeah, it's troublesome getting Betrayer's Husks because that means I need to run a whole bunch of bosses. I guess I could do that on stream. That wouldn't be the worst thing, I suppose. Yeah, I could do that. There's a Legion event too. But the other thing is to, yeah, I do want to work on my Ball Lightning Sorcerer. So I'll probably do that now. I only really want to play for like an hour, 2 hours a day, I think. Just kind of pace myself. I don't want to like go... Like there's other things I want to do later today too. So I need to like go grab some food, that kind of stuff. So I'll probably play for like an hour or two. And yeah, that's kind of my plan. Boots. 100,000 steps. Yeah. So, yeah, like I said, dupes don't really, like, because I'm mostly doing SSF, like, single player, like, solo self-found, like, single player, whatever you want to call it. But the thing is, I know that, like, you know, I'm farming all this gold right now, but, yeah, there's, like, much faster ways to do it, and, yeah, that is, like a much faster way to do it. It's not even like comparable. It's not like when you're like leveling early on in the season where, you know, getting a rush from somebody is like, you know, it might take you like less than an hour to get boosted up, and at least there, like there's like specific goals for each of my characters, like to try to like get from one level to the next, right? Or to get from level 1 all the like Torment 4. There's like a very finite goal, so I actually really enjoy that, but I can't even like create these characters that are like bound to my that are like entirely tied to themselves and are not sharing stuff with any of my other characters. When the game first launched, that's how it was, where every character had their own sort of well, every character was their own sort of, like, they had their own level, they had their own powers. If I leveled up a character, a brand new character, then yeah, that it's just that one character. But here, I mean, in terms of how the game works, like leveling alts, like I do agree though that if you're gonna level an alt once, you should only have to do it one time. The in terms of like, I'm just rambling at this point. I'm just gonna sell this real quick. Yeah, then I think I'm gonna switch my character over. But now that I did what I needed to. But anyway, yeah, I'm just lamenting like, okay, so I guess if I break this down here, I have two main complaints. The first is, well, I'm not really a complaint, but I'm just reflecting on like making a character first of all. Making a character now, like if I make a character, the Paragon points are shared. And it's like, unless I'm playing PTR, it's like PTR, I think I've talked about this before. I actually enjoy the PTR more than the live servers because I can actually reset my character, so it's actually a genuinely fresh start from character to character. Never mind the fact that the PTR tends to be kind of buggy, as one might expect. It is the PTR, but still, it's a fresh character, right? So, yeah, that's great. But now, if I look at like take it or leave it on that one. I like to make my new characters. I try to use only a set number of Paragon points. That's the closest I can really get. Sure, whatever. But the other problem with like the farming gold and like uniques and mythics and all that, like I've been farming this entire like I mean even that Shadow Falls Death, like I traded with other people and I got it so quickly. Just had to shuffle some runes around from my other characters and whatnot too. Uh, but well, but yeah, if I were to do it solo, like I'd actually be here grinding out the Shadow Falls Death for the entire season. I don't mind that. It's just crazy how big the disparity is getting a mythic with and without trading with others. Like it's actually it's completely it's like a night and day difference, really. The companion druid, now that I've made it to Torment 4 with them, and I kind of push like as far as I could with like with my own, you know, like playing single player with them, and occasionally with like people from the stream, right? But no handouts really. Once I did that, and I made it to like pit 75-ish. But then at that but I've kind of gotten them to the point where yeah, like the only way to, I mean, I actually would want to get them to pit 100. Like that's my goal. Like that's what I care about most this season. That's why I'm just like making trades. At least for the companion druid. All my other characters, I'm still doing it like single player for the most part. But yeah, that one I had to go and send it over. Anyway, okay, that brings us to the Ball Lightning Sorcerer. So at this point, yeah, I'm working on Ball Lightning and trying to see what I need to get this girl up to get, oh yeah, wow. I can run solo up to pit 80, but then I was running with other people and they were able to actually clear all the way up to like 95, so. So what I'm going to do now, I'd like to level all my glyphs. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to take it nice and chill. I was able to clear pit 40 pretty comfortably last time. So, yeah, today I'm mainly playing Ball Lightning. And I'm not going to do any more of the leveling journeys. I just don't really see a point. Yeah, I was like looking through my content too. Like this season, it feels like there's not as many people who are checking out my videos. Again, no complaints with that. But especially like, I don't know if I want to keep pumping out more build guide videos and Torment 1 to Torment 4 if there's not going to be as many people watching them. It's mainly how I feel. So, yeah, I'm gonna take like a break from, I think, like putting out those, or like doing these like T1 to T4s. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of like T1 to T4 gameplay, all that, but I'm gonna take it chill and focus just on like having fun with the game, rather than like making videos. And I'm gonna go back to focusing on more IRL related stuff that I would like to take care of. But I do still want to play with other people if they're around, uh, like Lee Burgess and other people if they're still playing. I'm actually one of the higher teams. I'm still higher up in terms of Paragon level. Like, even though I haven't played as much as I was during like the reset days where I was like doing like 16-hour days just to get my characters up off the ground. Um, yeah, I'm still playing like quite a bit, but like off stream. But yeah, I can see that other people are like catching up numbers wise at least, but of course like the grind from like Paragon 1 to like 100 is much shorter than like let's say 100 to 200, and then 100 to 200 is also much shorter than 200 to 250, and then everything after 250 gets kind of crazy. So maybe even like beyond that, somebody who's grinded up to 300 might say that, oh yeah, 290 to 300 is the real grind, something like that. But I think the highest I've ever gotten, it seems like 260, 263 or something. I think that was just in season 6. I did spend a lot of time during that season. I had plenty of time for it back then, but now, this season, I have had time recently, but we'll see what happens in the days to come. I'm not sure I'll be on as often as I was previously. Yeah, after this, I'm gonna take a good look at my equipment and see what I need to adjust. Yeah, this is like Azarath Ball Lightning build. So, let's see how this pans out. I have a lot of equipment for this Ball Lightning sort I wanted to make too. It's a Sorcerer. Whoa. Oh yeah, right, because I have Blastwave Shrine. That's another thing too. I think Blastwave Shrine scales with players' Paragon level. I don't know if it scales with points or Paragon, or like the number of Paragon points you have, or the like Paragon level you are. But I feel like it's actually Paragon level. So yeah, so I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna try to level this character up a bit. I might have to up my equipment. I feel like my equipment is kind of weak. Like, it feels pretty good clearing up to T3 like this, but that's not ideal. I have a number of glyphs that are still... Maybe I gotta like tone it down, way down to like T2, and then just speed farm those. I think I will actually do that next. I wanted to make like a Ball Lightning Sorcerer where it's kind of like the Glory Days where you, like, I think it was Season 3 where the way Ball Lightning Sorcerer worked was you would load up your Ball Lightnings and then teleport around. And people wanted, like, I know that in the past there have been 2 builds that people have asked me for. And the first one is Blizzard, which I did a video on. And yeah, that one's actually been getting quite a bit of traction. But the other one is Ball Lightning. So that's the part of the motivator for why I'm trying to do Ball Lightning. I want to make a Ball Lightning build that can at least reach T4. Maybe comfortably clear it. I'm not entirely sure yet. I usually like to reach T4 because there's like a very objective metric there. I either reached it or I didn't. And when I reach it, there's like a certain level of equipment and like strength that the character needs in terms of like glyphs, Paragon points, etc. But if we're talking about like bosses, for example, like, yeah, hypothetically, I could always kill the boss. I can always kill a T4 boss. It's just a question of how long the fight would take. I think that's why pushing, like, I don't know if that's been obvious enough with my content, but I think that's why, for me, it doesn't really interest me to go, well, I mean, never mind also the fact that, in T4, oh yeah, right, I have a bunch of equipment they give me ranks of ball lightning. I'm using movement speed on this. Okay, I see. It's starting to come back to me now. I wanted to level my glyphs first. I felt like that was the quickest, most sensible option for me to do before anything else. Increased area. Yeah, I don't know if I have too many like good options. I run like ice spikes. Why am I not running Eliminator? This is increased damage to elites. I'm very confused as to why I'm not running that already. Well, either way, I at least got Tactician up. Maybe this will give me a nice little damage boost. I already have Destruction Glyph. Yeah, I think yeah, I think this actually activates the additional bonus because prior to this, I would not have had this one. No, I think this one was already active though. Well, whatever. Yeah, I'm just gonna run the other ones real quick. What do I want to do with the rest of these? I kind of, maybe I should just kit out my equipment before I go any further. I might do that actually. Okay, hold up. I'm also sitting on like 2,500 obols. I'd like to burn that, but I need to know on what. So let me take some time to do all this real quick. But anyway, yeah. So like I was saying with regards to like Torment 4, I only really care to like push Torment 3 most of the time. Wow, my rings are pretty good. I usually only care for pushing Torment 3 or Torment 4, but not like the Torment 4 bosses because Torment 4 bosses like clearly are going to take a fair bit longer to try and get going. I think that's how I sort of feel about it. And yeah, like hypothetically, I can always clear a Torment 4 boss. It's just really a product of time. Like the fight itself could be completely miserable, but it could take me like 3 minutes. It could take me 3 days. Obviously 3 days is completely unreasonable, but the point here is that imagine like some people think that if you can't clear it within like 3 seconds, like a T4 boss in 3 seconds, then a build is worthless, but other people are okay if the build takes like 30 seconds to kill something, right? So I'm trying to get my build up to the point where I can function in Torment 4. Or at least make it there. Because anything beyond that might be like pushing it, I guess. So I have an Okuns here, 2GA. I actually found this, like, I don't even remember how I found this, to be honest. I don't remember which boss I run this from, but yeah, it's to help. I also got this. I might switch over to ranks of Ball Lightning. Like, I don't like to run ancestral uniques, but I think it's fair to use like ancestral. Well, actually, I kind of want to see how far I can get with just 750s. Oh yeah, I also had this. Yeah, I had like a couple of items with Ball Lightning on it. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's starting to come back to me. This amulet I was using for my Blizzard Sorcerer, so I'm gonna leave this here for now. I don't want to mess with this. Actually, in fact, what I'm gonna do is I'd like to take out some of these. I also have GA Raymond. I think, okay, I remember now. I was doing some farming with my Blizzard Sorcerer. I actually farmed with my Blizzard Sorcerer, and I think I got like, I don't remember which boss drops Okuns, but I just ran a whole bunch of bosses with my Blizzard Sorcerer, like, off stream a while back. And I got a bunch of uniques. And then the rest of these legendaries, I don't remember where I got those from, though. Got like quite a few like mastery skills, Ball Lightning, or maybe I had them from my run. I don't even remember anymore. But like too many items to keep track of. It's been the nature of how the game has gone. Frost burns. I can get rid of those. Just generic uniques I will um, move over temporarily. Pink guy. Fractured winter glass. Okay, well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Now I can send in my items here so that I don't have my inventory just cluttered all the time. I'm going to need to do some cleaning here. Actually, I can do it now, come to think of it. I don't plan to play my Spiritborn again, and I actually finished the Razor Wings video. I'm going to be releasing that pretty soon. But, yeah, let me just get rid of all this. Yeah, let me start getting rid of all these older items that I no longer have any intention of using. Or maybe yeah. It's like a bunch of Spiritborn uniques too. But oh well. I'll salvage the ones that... you know, honestly, I'm pretty good on gold right now. I'm going to salvage everything from materials. I'm actually running low on materials, surprisingly. Sustained war. What? Sun's stained, or sun stained. Okay, I thought it's sustained this entire time. Account bound, account bound. Okay, so these two are account bound, so I think these are largely useless. Yeah, I will never use those. This one's non-account bound and it's 25%, but I don't know if anyone's even going to bother with this. What are the rest of these items? Okay, X-Files. I'll toss it over here. Got like 3 X-Files. Maybe one day I'll go and sort that out. Sepazontek. Midday Hunt. Oops. Moon Drinker. Ring of the Writhing Moon. Okay, salvage these. Peacemonger's Signet. I don't think anyone would ever use this, though. Not a low roll, anyway. I don't think anyone's going to be asking me for most of these uniques, actually. None of these are even, like, ancestrals, come to think of it. Ring of the Midnight Sun, sure, why not? Loyalty's Vigor. Loyalty's Mantle, I mean. I was using that. Balazan's. Frostburn. Okay, this one I'll get rid of. This, too. I mean, this is, yeah, that's fine. Is this a wand? No, it's a quarterstaff that I will likely never use. Okay, the rest of these I can always... Oh, maybe not this one. Hey, what's up, Lee? It's nice to see you. Yeah, I'm just doing some spring clean. Well, I guess I can't really call it spring cleaning. It's summer now, but summer cleaning in my stash. And then I'm gonna get back to trying to develop my Sorcerer. Yeah, what are you up to, Lee? How's your... Oh, yes, you are not online, but... Yes. Sunbird. Sunbird. This one is worse than the other one, so I'll get rid of it. Same thing with this Frostburn. I don't need that. Praise of the Dead God. Wooshi Nakpa Sepazontek. Oh, I actually have 2 Sepazontecs. I didn't know. Okay, well, I think this one's a no-brainer. This one is... Yeah, this one has max out follow-through and 100%, so... I also have, like, 2 Jackanth shells. This one's max roll. This one is not, so I'm gonna get rid of it. Okay. Nice to do some cleaning. I'm almost done here. You got some husks for you if you need some? I've been grinding on Spiritborn build, getting strong. Okay, nice, nice. I'm really happy to hear that. Glad you're killing it right now. Okay, fine. I'll keep this one. This one I'll keep. I think that's my only Wuxi Nakpa. Fist of Fate. Oh, I kept this one because it's 300%. Although I think I already have a 300% Fist of Fate somewhere. I don't know if I'm wearing it on a character, but I know I do have one, at least. Alright, yeah, I've cleaned out my inventory, so it's much better shape now. I might actually just salvage this because I don't really see any of my other characters using it. Like, I'd probably rather run Godslayer just off the bat. Oh, it'll make for a good aspect. Nice. There, that's that. Yeah, so how's your Spiritborn build going? What's your highest pick clear, and what items are you looking for now? You be on half hour, give you some husks. That's all right. I have my own husks. I've been farming my own husks. I'd feel kind of bad if I took yours. I'm actually enjoying, like, yeah, I'm okay. Thank you, though. I have my own husks. Like, I did run, I think, I mean, you weren't here when I was talking about this earlier in the stream, but on my companion druid, I'm trying to, give me a second, sorry. Yeah, so I was doing some, I actually made trades with other people too, so, yeah, I made some trades with other people for runes and also for Belial husks, I think, like some of them. Not too many. Um, just enough to craft me Shroud of False Death on my companion druid specific. Oh no, dude, I have lots of husks. One of my friends gave you some? Oh, I see, I see. No worries. Maybe later I can take them, but right now, yeah, I just wanna play. I wanted to actually put this Ball Lightning Sorcerer together, and probably like I don't really have a use for more husks right now. I think that's the main issue. I'm not looking for any particular mythics. I already got my Shroud of False Death, and the very first Shroud of False Death, the one and only myth. Well, yeah, the one and only Shroud of False Death I got, and I think it's. I don't remember if I've had Shroud of False Death in the past, but it rolled a GA all stats, which is exactly what I wanted. So yeah, I kind of got lucky on that roll. Anyway, okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out like what else I can adjust at this point on the build. It's just like, oh, is it because she'll, okay, it's starting to come back to me. I think part of the reason why I'm not doing as much damage is I didn't bother to use Towel Loop. Lee said, oh nice, you didn't get that one yet? I see. Fair enough. 22%. Ah, yes. Let me go try to farm another Towel Loop for myself. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I guess I don't have that many Malignant Hearts, but I'll switch over from my other character who has farmed Malignant Hearts. I'm totally okay with switching mats between characters that I were like I earned myself, that I haven't traded with other people on. Elementalists aspect. What am I? I have gravitational here. I see. It's starting to come back to me. Yeah, I do kind of need that Towel Loop. I think I should prioritize that first. And then I'll replace it for this mana on kill, vulnerable damage, resource cost reduction. Hold on a second. Why am I Stalagmite. Yeah, why am I not running Eliminator Glyph? Okay, I think it's trying to come back to me. Refund 209 points to refund. So I've spent 209 points already on this. Wow. Tactician. Where's Tactician? I should have another point into Dex here. I remember now. I didn't have enough at the time because I needed to max out. That doesn't make sense. I don't know why I don't have the additional bonus on this. Same thing with Exploit. I think Exploit, though, is because the radius is not large enough. Where is it? Yeah, by the way, Lee Burgess, I don't plan to play, like, too long today. I just wanted to, really, I just wanted to have a little bit of fun with my, Ball Lightning Sorcerer and see if I can, like, what level of pit I can push. I wanted to level some stuff on this character. I'm going to probably rank up Exploit Glyph, and then I'm going to level up Eliminator. But first I also need to get... I need to get a Tau Loop. I actually think I'm missing out on so much damage without a Tau Loop. Increase your attack speed. Okay, maybe I just say forget the attack speed. I think I just slapped on, like... I just threw on whatever I had at the time. But, should probably find either better uniques or... something else. Increased vulnerable damage. Tempting. Tenuous Destruction. Put that on my amulet, and then get rid of all of these. Yeah, that would be kind of nuts. Try to picture how that would go. Well, whatever then. Offensive. What other ones do I have? Really trying to see if I can find something that will really boost up my damage. Increases my damage if I activate my ultimate? No. Increase damage while Ice Armor is active? But Ice Armor isn't up very often, though. It's part of the issue. I want something where you just activate it and you just run at them, and everything dies. You zap a nearby enemy for 822 lightning damage. Like Flash Fire aspect is a pretty useful one too. Or that does a lot of damage. Damage while I have a barrier active. I usually have a barrier active, don't I? Let me take a look at my build for Ball Lightning. Yeah, I've like just been looking at this, but I want something that'll really pump up my damage because, you know, come to think of it, for the level of power I have, like, I'm actually pretty weak. Like, I didn't realize I sank in like 200 Paragon points. I know that my glyphs are not quite there yet, but that's kind of crazy. Okay, I'm just looking at my gear now. So, in max life core skills, I have 2 here. Crackling energy damage? Static discharge? Oh, I guess try to get like shock chance and all that. Maybe I should be pumping up crit damage. That could be the way to go. Although I'm already getting plenty of that from my Paragon board. Int max life resistance to all elements. So this is fine. This is actually in line with what I kind of wanted. Okay. It's either this or Godslayer crown, I suppose. Am I out of tempers? Oh, okay. I need to get... Okay, so the two things I need are mats and retempering scrolls. I'll probably fetch those from other characters. Save myself a bit of time there. Because I'm not trying to, like single player this character. I'm just trying to, like, get the build going to show people what you need to have it up and running. What's Veers? Yeah. Yeah, I see. Getting, like, bad rolls on most of these. I need to find ranks of Ball Lightning. That would be good. Alright. Number of things, but... Towel Loop. Okay. And then I can replace this one for it. Okay, let me go fetch Towel Loop then. One second. Let me fetch my boss mats from here. It's gonna... I intended to use these boss mats for my whirlwind bar specifically, but I didn't expect that I'd end up needing to switch it over to my sorcerer, but I'm not complaining. Uh, yes. I'm gonna, like, I guess I can just throw in 2 scrolls of restoration or whatever. I have, like, a bunch on my other, on my druid anyway. Alright, I'm gonna toss these out. Maybe Belial husks, why not? Yeah, I think this is okay. Should be fine for now. I have hearts and other stuff, but I'll worry about those separately. It's just kind of unfortunate that that like Ball Lightning doesn't work with Overpower. That was I would have really wanted to make like an Overpower Ball Lightning sort of setup. But yeah, like kind of like in season 6, but just unfortunate that unfortunately Ball Lightning with Okuns can't overpower. That's like a huge source of damage that's like missing. Unless, of course, I use like Zanrune or something. And for some reason in Season 6 it was able to crit, if I recall correctly. Or not Season 6, sorry, Season 7. I remember, yeah, there were some things that worked with Ball Lightning and some that didn't. And then eventually they just, like, changed it all up. Anyway, I'm gonna retemper this. I'm gonna try again for dodge, or roll off dodge chance. I guess this item is just destined. Oh, okay, finally, total armor. Good. So that's one item done and out of the way. Total armor, and then the other one is static discharge. If I don't get static discharge, snap freeze. Alright, that's not a huge problem in this case. What about my gloves? No, it's not my gloves, it's... Well, I guess it is my pants. Do I want Tybalts, perhaps, in place of this? I'm trying to look at my resistances here. My resistances are kind of struggling on the resistances front. Okay, this one is fine. I rolled in. I didn't roll the utility, but that's still, it's okay. Uh, 2 topazes. Am I running any? No, I'm not actually running any runes either. It's another thing to keep in mind. What could be helpful? Crit chance? I could use more crit chance. Elementalist's gloves.
Look. 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 Well. Look.
Okay.
Look. Finest jewels.
So or decrepify. Trying to see if any of these can really help me. Maybe Dull Rune, get Frost Nova that way? Would be the worst thing. I was thinking of different ways to reset my build up. I want to run that aspect, the Tenuous Destruction one. Get like a lot of extra damage out of it. But if I do that, then I don't know if I have a way to get like unstoppable anymore. That's kind of what I'm trying to figure out in my head. Oh, have I not been running enchantments this whole time either? Huh. Alright. Well, Ball Lightning for one, and then the other one I could do like Chain Lightning, I guess, but... Oh, maybe Evade? Yeah, that would be good. So now I have 4 Evade. Oh, but I also have Juggernaut aspect too. It's kind of hard to run Juggernauts and Lightning Evade at the same time. I should be looking for something that gives me like armor. I mean, I got an easy way. I could actually just use the Herodic Jewels, and then well, I mean, I'm already running armor. I'd actually go down if I ran Herodic Jewels. Pants maybe? Switch out these for either Tybalt's or Tal Loop. If I switch to Tybalt's, every time I gain Unstoppable, one of these gives me Unstoppable. Yeah, there we go, Tranquil Stone. Yeah, I could probably run Tybalt's and just keep getting Unstoppable by activating my my Astral Pillar. But in the first place, I kind of like the powers that I have on hand right now. Heal me, like, maybe I don't need this. If I got rid of this, I could replace it for something else. Unstoppable, then Tybalt's. That could help, right? But I don't know if then suddenly I'd
Where the stars are
be
out.
taking a lot more damage. Oh, I have Subo. Oh, I see. Running Subo right now, I can always switch over here for more resistances. This is for, like, prepping for T4. Like, in terms of resistances. But right now, my resistances are fine for T3, at least. Okay, I think I'll switch out my boots to these ones. This should give me a lot more damage. I have a gravitational aspect, don't I? Yeah, okay, I have like a decent one. I'll run this, yeah, why not? Now, I don't really like to give up on this much movement speed, but kinda have to for Ball Lightning. It's either, yeah. Maybe that's what I need, actually, for now. Put this on.
See some steel you need?
Maybe evade cooldown reduction. Mobility cooldown reduction is fine too. That works with teleport, so I can live with that. Static discharge, sure. I forget, like, what is this even for? Ball lightning, movement speed. Yeah, I need the life. I'm gonna get melted if I don't. At least for pit pushing. Intelligence, yeah. Okay, so non-ancestrals. For now. I will masterwork it.
There's a good one.
I have like a better one, but I want to see how far I can get with... I think this is actually okay for now. Yeah, I want to see how far I can get with this. Okay, so Ball Lightning, maybe
My hammer sends me on
Azarath?
your return.
I think I have like 30 Azarath, like not actually 30 Azaraths, but I have a lot of Azaraths, so I think I'll stick with this one for now. I'll masterwork this. 2, 3, 4.
More there than I
On this one, I want to actually see what happens if I can get it on Lucky Hit. Yeah, there we go. That could be a huge boon for me. Really, I think that the way a lot of Sorcerer builds right now are working is they're just really pumping up Azarath, like no joke. I think that especially if I could find like a GA, like I have a GA Azarath, but it's not GA Lucky Hit. Like look at the damage difference between like a regular Azarath and like a GA Azarath. Like the way to really pump up the damage, as much as I hate to say it, on a Ball Lightning Sorcerer is just pump up Azarath and then the lucky hit chance on. I mean, I think that's what people are doing for like Chain Lightning. The lucky hit on Azarath, like just max that out, like triple crit or double crit if you can, and then suddenly that's where like all your damage comes from. At least that's kind of what it seems like right now. Anyway, I'm gonna add a socket into this too while I'm at it. Oh, but my movement speed is like so slow now in comparison to before. But I guess that's just how it goes. I lost out a lot of movement speed for that. Crackling energy damage. Oh, did I need to re-roll this one? I think I might have needed to. Or was it this one? But this one like isn't even GA int though, so maybe I'll start with the pants. Okay, finally I got one. Plus the arc lash. Okay, fine. I'll salvage it then. Salvage all.
more than horseshoes and nails. What do you need?
Pants. Okay, there we go. I got two back to back. Oh, yeah, but this still doesn't. This. I'm looking for one that has GA int specifically. That's what I'm gunning for. Oh, axial conduit pants too.
Too bad, friend.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I'm gonna get plenty more obols later, anyways, as it is. So salvage all. Maybe try to get my pants.
Give it a go. Hello, shame. Hello, shining. Not Vasili's ghost. I had that.
2 GA. I like how it's always like not the modifier I'm looking for, but sure. Grants me unstoppable, grants me DR. Yeah, I don't know. There's like all sorts of ways I can play my build, I think. I want to keep it as simple as possible. I don't want to have to like press all these like buttons for it. Yeah, I could get like ranks of frost armor. I can get like armor roll on some of my other gear, like things like that, but trying to hold off on that. Whatever, let me give this a spin. I think my previous run was a little bit slower, but I made a number of adjustments, so now it should be a bit quicker as compared to a moment ago. Oh, right, I was gonna do Tau Loop, but you know what? Let me try to level my glyph here real quick. Now that... Oh, yeah. Now that I'm already here. All right. Sorry, one sec. I had to be right back. All right, sorry about that. I'm ready to go. I'm gonna get on going here. Let's start it up. Okay. Oh, yeah, right. I forgot that I have this aspect now. The cooldown on this is like so... It's so slow. I like it, but it's too slow. I need to find like boots that have like attacks reduce evade cooldown. I need to find a way to sub out this Juggernaut's aspect. I can't rely on it as a crutch for a Sorcerer. Maybe I need to roll off like resistance to all elements for armor. I think that would do the trick. Or maybe even run Song of the Mountain or something, because I want to actually make this like a faster character. Yeah, I might do it. More fun that way. Resistances. I can afford to lose out on some resistances. Should be alright. Yeah, I need to go get Tal Loop too. That should help a bit. I also always have Barrier too. Maybe I should switch out one of my aspects for like Conceited or something. Wow, I should take a lot of damage out of that. I wonder. There might be a way. I switch out runes for Kurthul to get Frost Nova. And then I switch out Evade for... switch out, like... Well, I don't even have a set of boots that have, like, attacks reduce evade cooldown though. That's the part of the problem. Do I have? Oh shoot! This whole time I actually should be using this my teleport. This barrier is pretty annoying. Channeling Shrine. Should have activated my ult first beforehand, but oh well, whatever. It takes a while. Like, you guys should just be instantly dying. That's like my issue with all this. Maybe... Maybe it like takes a while for the lucky hit to proc. That could have something to do with it. That's my hunch. As to what's actually happening here. Alright. Maybe I can use Flicker Step. Flicker Step could work too. But then, okay, maybe I can make that work actually. Or no, I lose out on like 3 ball lightnings. There are 3 ranks to ball lightning because if right now these boots are fine, but yeah, if I throw on like flicker steps and I remove this, then maybe I might be able to start reaching like perma teleport. Yeah, that would be nice. I think that would be better. Kind of more in line with how I want the build to play. But then there's the issue of resource generation. Yeah, I had to do some like playing around. I have a damage issue too. Okay. 5-minute run so far. Wow, this might actually be a little bit more challenging to get going than I thought. Although, the thing I don't understand is when I was playing this build on the previous season, didn't feel nearly this painful, I admit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I need to run Cur Dull. Like, my Frost Nova is not up often enough. And as soon as I hit him with some source of vulnerable, he takes way more damage. Yeah, it's like night and day difference. Yeah, I'm gonna run Kurthal. I think Kurthal is how I'm gonna solve my vulnerability problems, because right now only Frost Nova is allowing me to land good hits on him. Okay, well, I've learned a few things from this run. It's good, at least, if nothing else. Maybe like this. Kurthal. And what else can I run? Invoke Lightning Bolt, reduce ultimate cooldown. Spend resource, gain resource. Something like that, maybe. I don't know if this is at all necessary, but... Or maybe crit chance. It could work. Yeah, this could be fine. It gives me some crit strike chance, then I switch this out for something else. Yeah.
Greetings. How shall I guide my hammer?
Ability, evade cooldown reduction. There we go, evade cooldown reduction. And then here, I'm gonna have to switch resistance to all elements out for armor. Oh, wow, that's expensive. Okay, cooldown reduction, mana per second. All this just for total armor. Or not total armor, just raw armor. And then that way I can replace this aspect for whatever I want, really. I'm kind of thinking to move gravitational onto here. And then if I move gravitational on here, then I can replace this with like flicker step or something. I could try that real quick, just for fun. Lose out on a lot of armor, but that's okay. I'm farming T3 only anyway. Yeah, I might lose out on damage, but flicker step? Okay, I'll use this flicker step, but I'm not going to temper it. Resistance to all elements. Huh. Yeah, I still need more armor. I need to roll off resistance to all elements on this, maybe? I'm not sure. What other things do I have here? Okay, what if I get rid of these? Nothing on my skill bar, just... direct damage from skills. Is this direct damage? I don't know. Here. What if I tried this? Put these on, put this here. Stable currents, ball lightning, and no more teleport. No get out of jail free cards. Chain lightning, charge bolts. Yeah, there. Okay. And then I have evade, teleport. This should be kind of interesting. Actually, reduce evade's cooldown. Yeah, if I had the ancestral version, it would be 2.5 seconds. So that would help. I wonder if there's... I think there's a rune that reduces evade cooldown. If I remember right. Maybe I should have used that instead. There we go. I think this is a bit better. Yeah, it's a... like, it feels a bit better, but I still need a lot of stuff that's missing for sure. Not used to not having my teleport and all that. My unstable currents is like 60-second cooldown. I kind of like the way this build plays though. It's faster. It doesn't feel like it hits as hard. Wait, what am I doing? Hold on. I just realized this whole time I'm like running this, I don't even have, like, the whole reason I removed everything was actually to put on tenuous destruction. But yeah, didn't throw that on. Yeah, maybe I do run Tybalt's. Tybalt's with Unstoppable on Okay, I think I know what needs to be done. I get Tybalt's, and then I replace this for the one that gives me Unstoppable. I already have a way to apply Vulnerable pretty consistently with Kurthal, so I don't need to use this anymore. I could probably replace it for Disintegrate Beam if I really wanted to. And then I would just attach it to my Ball Lightning. Then I don't have to keep thinking about it anymore. I could put on Astral Pillar, though. Yeah. This feels faster than the last run, I admit. I'd probably be using my Evade more, or my Teleport more, but this is alright. Stable Currents. Yeah, this doesn't really boost my lightning damage. I'm kind of wondering if there's some better alternative, but I don't think there really is. Yeah, I just need more attack speed. Need more cooldown reduction. Oh, right. I put on Evade cooldown reduction here, but then I threw on my Flicker Step. Yeah, I should use a set of boots that have attacks reduce evade cooldown. I think that would be better. Like legendary boots that have that rather than this. This is not too useful by itself. I'm only really using this for attacks reduce evade cooldown. Yeah, okay. Alright. That's fine. I don't really need to turn this into an ult-based build. Okay, well, I've learned quite a bit from testing this. Lightball build awesome. Thank you, dude. I appreciate your, I appreciate that, your words of encouragement. Yeah. I don't think this build is, like... I don't think it's, like, that great. Yeah, like, I'm just running pit 40. I'm more proud of the Companion Druid that it made to, like, pit 80. But even then, like, there's other Companion Druids that are hitting pit 106. But to be fair, they're running, like... They're running Grizzly Rage. I don't personally like the idea of running Grizzly Rage, but I think that I might have to if I want to push higher pits, because it's just so much damage that I'm ignoring, let's just say. Yeah, I can get way more damage off that. Wow, this run went way quicker than the last one. I don't even remember what I adjusted to get to this point, but I'm gonna need to update my build planner. I feel like this build is... the setup is way stronger than the before. Oh, right, I know what it is. It's vulnerable. It's that I have... Ow. Yeah. It's that I now have a source of vulnerable. That's mainly it. I might actually get rid of Execute on this build. Maybe I should do that, actually. Oh. I think I know what I need to do. Get movement speed on one hand, and then Execute on the... or Fortify and Heal on the other. To help fix my survivability issues. There. Done. Okay. I'm gonna upgrade this, and then I want at least one glyph. Oh, wow. I got lucky on that. I want at least one more glyph at rank 46, I think. Then should be a lot better. Got more damage. That's good. Okay. Ice armor, ultimate skills. Ooh, Elementalists. Yeah, I'm already set on that. Okay. I'm gonna try this run again, but this time I'm gonna put on the tenuous destruction aspect that I had from last, like that I was intending to in the first place. This run was like, what, 10 and a half minutes? So already had some improvement there over the previous run. But let me now replace this with the one that gives me Fortify and Heal. Yeah, that would be good. I also don't know if I really need movement speed, though, because I'm well... Here, hold on a second. Oh. Fortify and Heal. Attacks reduce evades cooldown. Ah. Oh yeah, I guess that doesn't work on this build. Attacks reduce evade cooldown. Yeah. All my ball lightning boots do not give attacks reduce evade cooldown. That is quite unfortunate, really. But that's alright. What if I just use my previous boots? Yeah, I'll get a lot of damage out of that. Like, I'm not going to be able to teleport as often, but that's okay. And then this... I put here. Yes. Other ones are available. Alright. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. I was going to put on Tenuous Destruction here. This one says triple is bonus after standing still for 3 seconds. One day I want to have the build be just completely still, and then I get a lot of extra damage out of... Hold on a second. Whoa. Tenuous Destruction. Yeah, if I put this here... Yeah, this is already going to be a huge boost, but one day I want my build to be like such a way where I just stand still and then keep casting my skills, and then they'll just die outright that way, without me having to even move, you know? Like, I'll use evade for mobility. Yeah, I would use evade for mobility. Or, like, my teleport evade, and then I would just not move my character in a pit run. You're about to get on in a little bit? Okay, sure. Yeah, what are you looking for?
Know that I have your back.
Here, give me a second. I'm gonna have to take a short break, actually. I'm gonna be, like... hold on a second. This should be a lot more damage, right? I don't have any more, defensive skills. Yeah, okay, I'm definitely feeling the damage increase here. The next thing I need to grab is a Tau Loop, because I currently have basically a dead ring right now, so I'm just gonna switch that out, and I'll be ready to go, I think. Especially if I can up my glyph. Anyway, I actually gotta dip for a bit. I'll be back, in maybe... I don't know, actually. But, okay, this build's making progress. I'll be back in like 20 minutes or so. So, I need to take a short break. Anyone who's watching, hope you've enjoyed the show until now. And, I'll see you guys... Or so I'll see you all maybe a little later. So yeah, just gonna... Yeah, be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, hope I haven't scared anybody by coming back so abruptly, but yeah, I think I said I was gonna be gone for about 20 minutes. Yeah, my stuff took a little bit longer than I expected, but I'm back now. So, where was I? Yeah, I was in the middle of doing a run, and I had to back out of that run. So I'm gonna do another, go again here. Let me just pull this up, pull this up.
Oh, an exquisite concoction.
Yeah, and I'm actually just trying to time this run with the adjustment I made. I think I replaced Inner Calm for this aspect here. So let's see how much better the run goes
No,
in comparison.
I have your back.
Yeah, okay. What? Oh. I'm still not used to not having my Cross Nova and having to actually cast skills instead in order to activate it. So this is with Ball Lightning. My damage is definitely higher, but the cooldown on it is quite high. There's no getting around it. But I am a lot tankier, though. And I get a lot more movement speed. I just don't have as much... I don't have my execute, but again, that's like okay. I can live with that. Monas costs are a bit of an issue. I may have to... Okay, I can't port past that. I may have to replace my movement speed. Actually, wait. No, it's crit chance? I might need to replace my movement speed for invoking my catalyst grants me max resource, something like that. And yeah, this is on here. Should be better than before now. Is this attacks reduce evade glint? Also evade charges. Too bad. Like there's a bounding conduit aspect. Bounding conduit aspect reduces evade cooldown by like 3 seconds. I don't think it applies to my evade though, unfortunately, if I remember correctly. I should actually be pressing, like, setting 1 to Ball Lightning, I think. That way I can just focus on running around with left click. Oh, you're still here. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I'll probably play for, like, probably about an hour or so. Then I may hop off. Yeah. Was there something you wanted to do, Lee? I'm gonna just try to wrap this up a little bit. I need to go get a Tal Loop, so I'm gonna run that, too. But once I do those 2 things, I can maybe get in some game time with you. Maybe we can run something together. What do you need at this point? Your Spiritborn is like pretty OP now, right? Like, what's your... Like, what are your glyphs at? You need me to, like, run you through anything, maybe? I can do some pits for you. I need to do some pits of my own, too, anyway. Oh. My teleport failed, but I still managed to hit them with Frost Nova over the railing. Surprised that I don't have... okay. Wow, yeah. This Fortify comes in pretty handy. It basically is like having a second health bar. It really is. Especially on Sorcerer, because I don't have a source of Fortify otherwise. So, this is immensely helpful, of course. Wow, I blocked my... Or no, the Shock Pillar blocked me from running away. Kinda liking it. Kinda liking how the build feels right now. I think I get Tal Loop and I can really buff up my damage by quite a bit. Yeah, so I'm gonna go get Tal Loop next. It's gonna be a huge boon for me, I would say. Although I will lose out on a lot of vulnerable damage. Yeah, I think so. well, vulnerable damage and crit, but I do gain some non-physical damage, so that might make up for it a bit. Yeah. Okay. 10.5 minute run. It's not the worst, but could be better for sure. Okay, 11.1 million. That's the highest I've gotten so far, I believe. Okay, I gotta make some adjustments here. So, I have a dead aspect right now. Well, oh, I'm down 25% chance. Well, I could up it a little bit on the next run. Now that I have what I need. I'm gonna, so this is like T4, right? I'm gonna set it down to maybe like T2 or T3, and then just power farm, um, Varshan until I get my Tau loop. I have a one with cooldown reduction, though, I admit. I could just use the one with cooldown reduction, probably, if I really wanted to. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll just do this. Here, let me just do some stuff real quick. So I'm gonna save my ball lightning build, overwrite, yeah. Then for this other build, I'm gonna equip this real quick. But instead of this Tau loop, I should actually be using the other Tau loop. Okay. Overwrite. Well. Yeah, that's good enough. There. Okay. And then I can equip this. And then I can put this all back in here. There. Yeah, that should help. Make it a little easier. Cooldown reduction should help my evade a little bit, but at the end of the day, I still need a set of boots that have attacks reduce evade cooldown reduction. That'd be a big help. All right. Lee, you said, I just got Pants Balzon with 2 GAs on it. Loyalty, helmet, loyalty mantle with 2 GA on it. Nice. What are you missing now? Well, what are you looking for on your build? Like, what can I help you with? Or, I mean, I imagine you don't really need help, but still, I will offer it. I think I don't need Unstoppable. Maybe this one. I'm going to try it. I'm going to play around with this a little bit. And also, I'm going to set... Trying to think of the best button. There we go, like that. Or, no, like this. Okay. So now, my ball lightning, I just need to, I can run around while spamming ball lightning. I'll use this. My damage will go down, my mobility will go up. Yeah, should be fine. And this Astral Pillar to begin with actually is supposed to provide vulnerable and whatnot. Oh. Maximum resource generation. Yeah, okay. I'm kind of liking this, but I still need to get evade cooldown to be way lower than what it is right now. I can't be relying on these boots because they don't have evade cooldown reduction themselves. All they have is attacks reduce evade cooldown. That's like the only reason I'm really running Flicker Step. Otherwise, who really cares about these boots? I'm liking this though. Yeah, this is way better than earlier. Okay, making some improvements. This is good. And my damage is higher too now that I got my glyph up a little bit. Yeah, really. Of course, if I had like Harlequin crests, that would really make things a lot easier, but that's not. Don't want to rely on that as my solution to this problem. Really do need more evade cooldown reduction though. Either evade cooldown reduction or... Well, I need to find boots that have like attacks reduce evade cooldown. Is the issue here. But I'm liking this. This is yeah, it's starting to... Well, it's starting to do what I want it to do. I might sub out my elementalist aspect for... Well, I don't always have barrier though. It might be a mistake to run that. Hmm. Okay. Alright. Don't have as much movement speed, but still not to say that I don't have mobility. And I have way more ball lightnings than before too. Oh wait, no, that's because I have the I forget what this is called. The channeling shrine. Oh, there we go. I'm already there. I think I activated it too late. Alright. There we go. 11.5 minutes. Very nice. Ah, this is good. Oh, there we go, finally. And I'm actually low on topaz fragments. It's crazy. Okay. That's fine. It's just enough to get me to where I wanted to on this character. I don't think I'm gonna need topaz fragments for a while now. Ooh, that's a juicy helm. The other ones can go, though. Including this one, especially. Okay, that should... That was like 11.5 minutes, right? I kind of want to do another run just to see how... if I got like that much more damage out of it. Also, you know what I just realized? Casting a Pyromancy Shock or Frost skill. Yeah, I'm not really casting other skills. I mean, there is a way... Yeah, so this is only a 21% boost to damage, actually. It's not even that crazy. Torment 4. Here we go. Boots.
Oh, too bad, friend.
Do more damage to enemies who are killed. Killed. Salvage these for now. Movement speed. I could actually get damage with this. Teleport around, chill enemies. Oh, it's one way, but no, I don't really think I care for this. I'm gonna salvage everything. I'll dump this into the stash for now. I don't think I'll ever be using this either. Lockruns. I have my own Lockruns, but I don't think I'll be using it either way.
Hello, shining.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, I can get rid of that for now. Wow, a lot of 2 GAs. Ah, yeah, oh. It's feels very this one's got attacks reduce evade cooldown. That's the one I was looking for. Teleport's cooldown is reduced by 2.3 seconds. Yeah, this is the one I was looking for. Or this is another aspect I was looking for, but I don't think it really helps me, unfortunately. At this point, because I subbed out my teleport skill. Yeah. I just want to confirm this. So, bounding conduit. If I put this on, I'm just gonna double check that my evade cooldown does not decrease with bounding conduit. It'd be nice if it did. I feel like it should, but oh well. Another thing I'm kind of curious about. Does my evade cooldown go down if I do this? 16 seconds right now. 15.4 second cooldown it has. 15.4, 15.4. Well, that doesn't really help me very much. Well, what other things can I get? No, that doesn't work. Increase damage while healthy. Shocking impact. Wait, do I not have this? Oh wait, no, this is for chilled and frozen enemies, which I don't really... Oh, I got evade cooldown here. Maybe like this. And what happens to my... Okay, yeah, that does help. What other things can I pick up? Stun surrounding enemies. Increase damage to chilled enemies. Increase damage to frozen enemies. Actually, that would help me, come to think of it. There. Why don't I try this? And then Taloup. Well, I don't have any Pyromancy, Shock, or Frost skills now that I think about it. So it might actually be better to use my old one. Let's do some Nightmare Dungeons for Obdicite. You need some? Okay, yeah, we could do that. Let me just make like a couple more adjustments and then I'll be ready to go. Yeah, I just need a sec here. Where's that ring that I was using before? I had a really good ring, right? Oh yeah, here it is. This one. I need to smash it. Oh yes, I remember. I was like holding on to this in case I needed to smash this, but this aspect. I think it's okay for now. I think I'll just leave this here for the time being, and then I'll just throw this on instead, in place of this one. But then I need to get rid of this overpower damage for something else. Crit strike chance.
I forge more than horseshoes and nails. What do you need?
Kind of wish that my mana were always at full too. That's another thing. I feel like this elementalist aspect might not be helping me as much as I think it is. Because I'm not always at full. Mobilize Thunder Frozen. Doesn't help me against bosses. Just give me a bit, Lee. I want to make some adjustments to my gear, and then we can play after. We'll get some runs in for sure today. Increase vulnerable damage. I mean, there's better options, but I'll just run that for now. And then Inner Calm. Yeah. What's this? So, attacks reduce evade cooldown.
May your road be filled with wonders.
This is 1.5 seconds. It's not even as good as like Ancestral Flicker Step. But I guess to be fair, evade cooldown reduction might be better too. 15-second cooldown.
Greetings. How shall I guide my hammer?
Resource cost reduction? Okay. That's not. I think that's fine. And then this one is shock chance? Shock crit strike chance, I guess, yeah. I guess I go diamond. There, that should round me out for now. Okay. Tax reduce evade cooldown. I feel like it's fine here. Can I even get evade cooldown reduction? Oh wow, first try. Static discharge. Crippling flames. This is good enough for now. So movement speed, if tripled if I haven't used defensive skill in the last 8 seconds. Well, I mean, as fate would have it, do not have any defensive skills aside from, I guess, teleport. I wonder if that works. Countbound. Yeah, I already have the aspect. I can always retemper it whenever I feel like. So what else can I get? Crackling energy increases movement speed. Sure. Up to 6 seconds.
Sublime.
Poison resistance, I'll get rid of that. For intelligence, sure, for now.
Bright aura. Brighter soul.
Okay. Let's try this then. This might be a bit better than before. Oh yeah, I should also probably temper this real quick. That'd be nice. I'd like to temper it with the right roll at least, if possible, on int. Oh yes, wow. Lucky me. First try. Okay. This is gonna be my last run, I think, on this character, and then I will put this character on pause for a bit until the next time I stream, which I am gonna aim for Friday, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I'm starting to get busier these days, but I've done quite a bit of the stuff I wanted to this season, and all that's left now is really just trying to get my druid to pit 100. Oh yeah, that feels really smooth. Except for, you know what? I actually need to make one other adjustment. Yeah, I actually need resource generation, I think. Yeah, resource generation would be nice here. Because I'm gonna start running Poklum. I'm gonna lose out on some crit strike chance here. Well, my crit strike chance isn't even that bad as it is right now. I have 1, 2, 3 source. Like, I have like 40%. 40% like crit strike chance, and then it'll ramp up too. When we play and give you husks, sure, but I thought you want to do Nightmare Dungeon specifically. I'll get husks from you some other time if I really need it, but I'm okay for now. Thanks though. Yeah, I'm fine. Just let's just run our Nightmare Dungeons. Yeah, we both need to ob this site, so this kind of works out. I just don't know. We're gonna run Obdicite together. Are we gonna? Well, guess Nightmare Dungeons are the fastest way. Yeah, okay, we could just run Nightmare Dungeons together. That's no problem. Yeah, okay, I made the right call getting rid of Elementalists, I think. Yeah, but I definitely still think there's a lot of improvement on what I could run on this build. Yeah, I'm liking it. Yeah, I'm liking it. Just gonna keep spamming. I wonder if there's a way to like press and hold rather than having to keep pressing 3 over and over. I guess well, I should take a look, but it's fine for now. Might actually get like carpal tunnel from this or something. Want to do Nightmare Dungeons? Yeah, I guess you and me both. We both need masterworking materials, so it makes sense. I was just trying to figure out if there's like something easier for us to do, like tributes of like masterworking materials or something, but no, that's okay. Let's keep things simple, I think. Wow. Yeah, wow. Okay. As long as... Or maybe Tybalt's? No, Tybalt's is not enough. Like, it gives me mana whenever I get unstoppable, but I don't... Whenever I invoke the Catalyst. But I can't do it that often, only once every 5 seconds, so I don't think that's good for my intended use. No, I'm not gonna use Tybalt's. I mean, it'd be good for damage mainly. But just loosely. What is my evade cooldown now? 12.6 seconds? Ah, it's decent. Hey Lee, do you have Nightmare Dungeons, or do I have to pop mine? Which Nightmare Dungeons, like, and if you do have Nightmare Dungeons, which ones do you plan to run? Because I think the ones with strong rooms are the best, or Escalation Sigils, one of those two. Yeah, we could probably run some, like, Escalations on T4. I think that would work. And my Druid could run him too. Yeah, this is good. 11.5 minutes. I think that's roughly the same pace as what I had last time. Still a lot of room for improvement on the build itself. I think 15.1, so my damage has gone way up, as I would have expected. 11.24. Or 11 minutes and 24 seconds. Okay. You have some? Okay. Well, I'll hop on over and I'll invite you, and then we can play. I'm just gonna... this real quick. And then we can go. There. Good. All these other items are pretty useless, except this one's got 3 to ball lightning, but it doesn't have... I'm still looking for attacks reduce evades cooldown. Like, it's actually so difficult to come by. Okay. I'm gonna get out of here. Leave game. Yes. Yeah, that was good though. That was good progress today. I went from being able to clear pit 40 in like 5 minutes, now it's down to like 2.5 minutes. So that's a really big improvement, and now like I know which items I need to adjust to get my build stronger, I guess. Okay, Companion Knight. I'm gonna bring this guy. My Whirlwind Barb's not quite ready to handle escalations yet, I don't think. Alright. Invite to party, or I'll just request a join party, I guess. And then aspect of the alpha, I'll put this on. I was like fiddling around with some stuff, so yeah.
Magic in a bottle.
Okay, I sent an invite, or well, I requested to join your party. I don't know if you got it. Party request join, or join request timed out. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Oh, you're switching characters? Alright. I will... Well, whenever you... Actually, give me a second. Last Wave Shrines. Okay. There you are. Request to join party. Good. Alright, where are you at? Oh, you're at the den. Interesting. I have no idea. I guess you're here. Okay, escalation sigils, I guess. Do you... Okay, you know what? Whatever. Here, I'll see what... Do I have one that... Oh, there we go. Escalation tier 1. Equipment delve, I see. I was wondering if there was one for Roderick's strong rooms. I'd like one of those, if possible, at some point. Okay, 1 second. While I do this. Okay. Additional escalation sigil. There we go. Chances of additional gear items. Yeah, okay, I could use some of those. Alright. Oh, I kind of misclicked on the Greater Journey cache. I'll pick that up later. No biggie. Huh. Wow, that was your damage, I think. Hold on. Explosions and whatnot still, but... Okay, I'm gonna start clearing stuff then. I was kind of curious to see. Well... your Thorn's Spiritborn is now. Because I think Thorn's Spiritborn is supposed to be like... I think it's like the highest pit push. If I'm not mistaken. Where's all the Obdicite? I'll just follow you. We should probably go together because... Oh, there you go. Yeah. We need to stick together to, if our goal is to like grab Obdicite and all that. Wow, I'm like perma-forted. You know what? Hold on a second. Where is it? Oh. Okay. If you want, later I can take a look at your character, your Spiritborn and see if I can recommend any adjustments, if at all you were interested in that. Lee Burgess. Dungeon completion loot upgraded. Well, better be good loot. Okay, yeah, there. Okay, activate gate control, so then there's probably one more down this way. Good. Oh, I guess that does it. I'll keep going. I love having movement speed from Shroud of False Death. Earlier, by the way, you said, I wish I give you Ring of Starless Skies. I have lots of them. I'll be honest, I like this. My druid right now doesn't need Ring of Starless Skies, but yeah, I would gladly take it so I could fiddle around with it on other builds. Actually, my Whirlwind Barb could use it. Yeah, I'd take one, or at least a couple. Or I'd take at least one, maybe a couple. That would actually help me that would have helped me. Or my others. Or if I want to, like, experiment with some things on my druid, then maybe. I'm kind of still debating if I want to, like, switch out Earth Spike here for Landslide, and if I do that, then I can run Ring of Starless Skies, get more damage that way. Yeah. Ow. Yeah, I was curious if I could tank that or not. I guess with an Elixir and Incense I can. Okay. Down here. Okay. Roderick Artifact. I should have actually taken a look at how many, or how much Obdicite I had before I began this run. And then, compared it from there. I would like a Roderick Strongroom, though. That would be nice if we could get a Roderick Strongroom, because that's where all the Obdicite comes from. It's so crazy, like, one Roderick Strongroom gives, like... Okay, I can revive you. One Roderick Strongroom... Oh. One Roderick Strongroom gives, like, 3,000 Obdicite, or, like, I think it's, like, 2,700 or something, and then meanwhile... we're, like, running around picking up all these Obdicites. It's not, like, terrible amounts, but... Yeah, just so much faster. Yeah, it's just, like, so... much quicker alternatives. Or alternatives that are, like, way better. Artillery Shrine. Maybe this way. Where is my pet to go collect this Obdicite? There. I think that's it. Done. Okay. Oops, some of this is good at least. Oh, Obdicite. Blood Blisters. Okay, I like how none of these items, despite supposedly being upgrades, none of them turned out to be, none of them turned out to be Ancestrals. Herodic Materials Reserve, sure. Alright, you doing okay, Lee? I think it might be a little more challenging than you're used to, because there's two of us in the party too, I realize. But my build is just, kind of like overstacked everything. I guess it is a little tougher now. The monsters do feel a bit more difficult to kill, but still. Okay. I got like 4,500 to start. Yeah, I've gotten 600 so far. Gotta be a faster way to get, like, these Herodric strong rooms. You know what I just realized? There is a faster way. Maybe, like, I could just keep recreating new characters. Can't I? Just to open up, like, Roderick strong rooms. I could probably skip past this. Yeah, like, I could just keep making, like, new characters. And I know that, like, when they go through their seasonal quest line, the first quest, like, they will get a Roderick strong room. I could do that. To get some Herodric strong rooms, maybe. Just thinking about it, like, that might be quicker than what we're doing here, actually. Yeah, let me take a look. 5,200. Yeah, it's not great. Like 600 in the last, like, 5 minutes or something. Complete a run of escalating nightmares in less than 10 minutes. I don't know how that's supposed to like, I don't think I'm able to do that with this. Well, actually, no, there's a way. I would just need to skip right to the end. It needs to be something like a sorcerer. Well, I could do it with this guy too, but I'm here to kill everything so that I can actually get my opposite.
I can sell everything I find and leave. But there's someone else, more than one person here, hunting for something. And I think if they find me, it won't go well.
Oh. Sorry. Coming back for you. Oh. Enemy horde incoming. We haven't even killed that many monsters yet, have we? Usually that shows up when killed enough monsters. Alright, I'll be out here. Oh. You know, it's funny because Roderick strong rooms are so much faster than this. I'm like thinking about it. We could probably get the same outcome out of like a 10-wave Infernal Hordes too. That's the other option. I don't know if you'd prefer that at all. You let me know. Yeah, because there's a few other options we've got for loading up on... Oh wait, where is it? Where's the... What? Where's the next area? This is so dumb. I think we need to stick together more, perhaps. But... they have no idea where... Not plenty of, like, materials, but... Where'd it go? Is it up here? Huh? Where's the, where's the portal to get to the next zone? Oh, yeah, no, it's over here. Why don't they like, show us in the first place? Oh, this one's got a Roderick Strongham. Oh, nice. And it got XP, too. So I'm actually kind of curious if it's going to be any good. 24.3. 24.3 out of 80 million. So I'm going to see. These guys are supposed to drop orbs, right? Yeah, wow. That was kind of insane. It's like double my... Like, my highest damage numbers are like 80 million. Or, not 80 million. What am I talking about? 30 million right now, I think. Well, actually, no. The highest one I've seen is 60 million. But that's like an overcrit. I haven't... quite gotten there yet. To the point where I can well, I don't think I can consistently overcrit, but... Alright, where is this monster that killed you? Over here? Okay, 6,000 obdi. I think so far that's like, what, 1,300 obsite? That's not terrible. Again, like when I find that this Roderick Strong Room, it'll be way better, but... This is Roderick Gold Reserve? Ah, Gold, Roderick Strong Room, and... Gold, Roderick Strong Rooms, and Forgotten Wisdom. But so far, I'm not impressed by how much I've gotten. An extra Paragon point. Yeah, more damage reduction from poisoned, I guess. I guess that would help. Oh, they actually almost killed me there. Yeah, I'm lucky that I have Fortify from Invigorating Helix, I think. I don't know what else I'd replace that with. Maybe like barrier removal would be the only other one, but I kind of need this for survivability. It's actually a huge help in keeping me alive. I actually really like this. Wait, why does it branch off two different directions? Oh, Resplendent Chest. Ah, okay. Hey, 256 off this site. Good. Actually making some pretty decent progress here. I can't wait, though, for the Roderick Strong Room. That should give it a lot. Good. I should clear this for you. I don't want to... Here, I'll try to clear these guys out for you. I'll try to stop going on too far ahead so that it's easier for my wolves to clear stuff. Maybe tank some of the hits on your behalf or something. Alright. Explosions are still quite painful here, it seems. 27.3. So I've only gotten like 3 million XP so far, I think. Alright. Oh, gold chests. I got like 2.5 million so far. It's not terrible. Yeah. Yeah. I'd say that it's about as good as running Whispers. Maybe I'll have to run more of these in the future. Well, all good. Yeah, maybe I will consider running barrier removal sometime. Maybe remove execute for it. Don't. Yeah. Then again, for most barriers, I can just ignore them. So there's that. Nice, here it is. The Roderick Gateway. $6,900. Okay. We got like a little over 2.3k obdicite so far. Okay. I'm gonna get this. Gonna get this, and probably this one. Okay. Idol of Weight, so no evasion for me. That's okay. Try to avoid dashing around. Usually I do like dash a lot or evade around, but to get used to not. Oh, that's a lot of explosions. Oh, that was painful. I actually thought I could run off the ledge, but I could not. Where's the oh, I guess I died with it on, so just straight up. Oh no, it's still here. I Okay, well, I'm not going to be able to clear the rewards, so we died too many times. Alright, that's too bad. We might not actually get as much out of this as I would have liked, but kind of unfortunate. That's a lot of Hopdicite that I think we miss out on here, but I couldn't even get the second upgrade, man. Or, like, 4th tier, I mean. Okay, well, I was like tier 3. Let's see if at least get a decent amount. 6940. Yeah, as I suspected, I only got like 1,300 out of that. Like we we only got half the rewards that. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna leave this here. Whatever. I'm gonna hop on in. Your resistance too low? Yeah, I think so. Like way too low. Like yeah, okay. The poison explosion is one thing, but a lot of these other fights that we're going up against, like shock lance. Okay, fine. If you're like fire explosion, we really shouldn't be sitting in the middle of the explosion anyway. But a lot of the other things, just we really shouldn't be dying to those. No way. Do you have like materials or something that you could throw on? I'm guessing not. Wish I could trade you my materials for your Ring of Starless Skies. That would actually make a lot of sense. Yeah. Just gonna clear this real quick, see if we missed anything. No? Okay. Well, I guess we're done here then. Nope, nothing there. I didn't even get to launch my ult at him. Well, that's that. Why can't I toss this out? Okay, there. Good enough. Ooh, that's a juicy one. Alright, I'm gonna get going. Teleports to the next dungeon. Riches of files, riches of gold, and legendary spoils. Well, I mean, this is the last. This is the last one, so. Alright, how much XP did I get from this Forgotten Wisdom's Nightmare Sigil? Okay. That was like 7 million. Again, I think that probably Pit is better, but yeah, I got like 3.5 million gold. Yeah, I think she should go down pretty quickly here. Okay, I'll hop off his... Oh, what? My game froze on me. The game actually froze on me, dude. I can't even revive. This is actually so frustrating. I died to like the game freezing on me. Like I don't. It's so stupid. Like he dropped a blood puddle on me, and then I died. Like just as I was starting, or just as he got knocked off his horse. 1 second. Okay. No, please don't lag again. Yeah, see, look how easy that was when they don't spawn a blood pool under me while I'm lagging. Alright, I think that I finished, didn't finish this one, but defeat Astaroth before the Amalgam is resurrected. I think that one was already done, though. Okay. There's a lot of herodic files. I wish they'd just drop it all at once. Whoa, that was a lot of gold actually. I went from like 260, like 277. That was like 15 million. Okay. The amount of Obdicite we got too, like I think from Astaroth was quite substantial. All right, yeah, one of these strong rooms gives like what 5k if we do it right. So hey, sup Anthony? Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Okay, let me salvage everything first. Let me get rid of LB second. Okay, let me toss these in for now. Just to make room for the time being. Journey cache because I accidentally grabbed this. Hey, 2GA dagger. Probably not anything particularly useful. Indeed.
Greetings. My hammer sings on your return.
Oh, I actually have two of these. Let me open these real quick. Let me try to see if I can get something useful for myself. Don't need these. Storm's Companion. No, no, it's too bad. Would have been nice if it was multi-GA. Well, yeah, I think I'll skip out on that one. I'll salvage it. I'm gonna head back in, maybe grab some stuff, and then salvage those two. Yeah, because there was like a bunch of items that dropped, and I didn't have enough room to grab it all. Yeah, what's up with you, Anthony? Are you hopping on right now? You playing? I am just running some I'm just running some strong rooms with Lee Burgess. I don't know if I'm gonna play like that much longer. I've already been on for like 3 hours. I was like on a break for some of it, but still, I'm playing a lot longer than I thought I would. Salvaging it all. And then I'm gonna repair, but I think I died twice that run. I think so. Lee Burgess, right? I wanted to take a look at your gear and see what I can recommend for it. No, you just woke up from a nap. Ah, nice, nice. Naps are always good. I wish I could take mine, but I think I'm too awake for it. All right. Ring of Starless Skies. Yeah. The thing is, I don't know how Spiritborn works, so I don't know if attack speed like. Hold on a second. So you're Spiritborn. You're Thorn Spiritborn. I don't. Balazans. Yeah, I noticed. You're just trying to grind out everything Masterwork rank 12, huh? You don't care. It seems like you don't actually care what the Masterwork roles are. And I'm just looking too. Like, no wonder. Wow, all three of them rolled off of the GA. I see that you have all three. Yeah, you have plenty of armor here. Maybe this one. Maybe your boots. I don't know if you can like replace it. Like you could sub out like movement speed for armor or something, or resistances. I don't know what your resistances are to begin with. But I'm just. Oh, maybe this. Yeah, here. This ring. This ring is nice, but maybe you need to roll off. This Jaguar damage is awfully low. Is this a? Is this like a magic recipe Jaguar? I feel like there's like a lot of things you can adjust here. So yeah, Ring of Starless Skies, whatever. This one, the lucky hit should be either intelligence or in this case, like resistance to all elements. I guess it's probably because you had GA on crit strike, right? But I don't think that's like worth it. My resistances are low. Yeah, you can get resistances on your ring. Um, Ring and I think gloves and boots. Those would be the three places to go. But the thing is, you have GA movement speed on this. You should probably get like a temporary set of boots from the like I'm sure you have obels. You could probably talk to the purveyor of curiosities and then just roll for a better set of boots. Your staff is looking pretty good, I think. Movement speed. Damage reduction. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough because you don't have too many options for where you can get total armor. Oh, well, except for here, I guess. Or for resistances, I mean. Yeah, I'd say boots, honestly. Okay, I've got it. If I were you, what I would do is I would just throw on Rakanoths and call it a day. Or either Rakanoths or Yen's Blessing. That's usually how I solve my resistances temporarily. I'm sure you have Rahir as a mercenary too, but because we're playing like in a party, you don't actually have access to him. So you need to work on your Paragon tree. Yes, I think you do. Do you need a Rakanoths? I actually have a spare. If you need. Like, what's your resistances at? Yeah. What are your resistances even at? Hmm. It's very low. I see. Twelve, 20%. Okay. Yeah, look, if you're looking for resistances, honestly, yeah, I stand by what I said. I think the easiest thing for you to adjust to get resistances is to throw on Rakanoths. Uh yeah. Like I can give you Rakanoths for now if you want. Anthony, you said finally got the last mythic I needed. And I got all but two from the Sparks. Only two dropped from Belial. I see. Yeah, I got a mythic. This thing. This is like the one mythic that I am running on this build. At least at the moment. I don't know if I need any of the other ones. Like I know some people run Air of Perdition, but I wanted to play human form companion druid. Unfortunately though, alpha aspect is apparently bugged, so that's a bit of an issue. Hmm. Yeah, okay. So, there you go. Lee Burgess, do you have Arachnos? Do you need Arachnos? I can toss you a temporary. You need that body armor? What body armor? Razor plate? You have a razor plate. I mean, you're playing Thorns. So I assume that that's the best possible option for you. Okay. I'd be happy to run one more Nightmare Escalation with you. I'll try to pay a bit more attention this time so that if a strong room shows up, we don't actually lose half the Obdicite from it. Not blaming you at all, by the way. I need to play those a little better rather than just mindlessly running through it. I'm gonna... Again, I'm sorry. I would love to hang around and chat a little longer, but I am starting to get hungry. I want to go grab some dinner. It is around that time for me, so... Yeah, I'm gonna go for dinner soon, I think. Oh, yes. Yeah. I'll try my best to clear as much of it as I can. Again, like, if I were playing my Whirlwind Barb or Sorcerer, I'd have a bit more AoE. Like, this is more of a pit pushing kind of build. Like, I can use my Petrify, but it's not... It doesn't have, like, a low enough cooldown, fortunately. Maybe if I had Poison Creeper? Yeah, maybe if I use Poison Creeper or something, it might be okay. Or it might be a bit better. But I don't even think my Poison Creeper does that much damage compared to Wolf's. At this point, anyway. You need that mythic body. Oh, you're talking... right, of course, that would make sense. You're running Razor Plate right now because you're Thorns, but... Yeah, Shadowfall's Death. Yeah, no, I wouldn't say I got lucky. It was more like I went for this mythic specifically. You know, traded runes for it. Is dinner time for you too? Yeah, okay. Well, sounds good. We can both grab dinner together. I just... yeah, it's kind of unfortunate because you just got on. So I would have wanted to, like, hang out and chat normally. Maybe play while you and Lee are watching, but yeah, I think I'm going to take it easy for tonight. I already did quite a bit of gameplay as it is, like I said. I think you only came in a little later, so you didn't see, but I was putting some work into my Ball Lightning Sorcerer. And it feels a lot better now than it did when I started, because when I started, it was like clearing Pit 40 in like 5 minutes. Yeah, like I was doing like 5-minute pit runs. Now I'm doing like 2.5 or sorry, 3-ish minute pit runs. So that's a lot better than before. Well, 3.5, but still, that's quite an improvement. And I want to actually keep buffing it up. There's still plenty of room for it to grow and all that. Oh, I got you. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just gonna keep going. If there was a strong room there, then it would have shown me by now. Yeah, this was nice though. That was a lot of... Obdicite. I wonder, like... It might be better for me to run Infernal Hordes, actually, if the goal is to get Obdicite. For this particular build, like, I think Infernal Hordes might be better because I can always just activate my ult and hit him. Oh, no. I'm coming back for you. No, okay. Is there anything here? Oh, I see. Oh, Thulin Tun. Yeah, I can't wait to play more of my Ball Lightning Sorcerer. I think I'll probably play Ball Lightning on Friday. I'm not sure. But I think the next time I'll be on will be Friday is what I'm thinking. It'd be nice. Ball Lightning. I actually really enjoy Ball Lightning. I'll be honest, because like I can just keep spamming Ball Lightning while teleporting. Kind of how the playstyle should be. Kind of supposed. It's like what Lightning Spear should be, but yeah. Oh, is this it? Guess this would be where we go. Oh, yes, Ancestral Amulet. No, this is not what I'm looking for. Due to companion skills, I don't need that. Yeah, I'm really looking for... I got really lucky on this. I think that it was like first try I managed to get an Ancestral or something. Or not Ancestral, triple crit on Humanity. Really lucky. Are you using the unique focus for that Ball Lightning? I am, actually. Okun's Catalyst. There's two different ones. There's the Strike of Stormhorn, which I think is, like, terrible, to be honest. Like, I actually can't justify using it, despite my best efforts. Roderick Knowledge? Oh, okay. That's for the Reputation board. I see. Okay. I'm gonna try to pay a bit more attention this time. Yeah, I am using the Okun's Catalyst, the one that makes my ball lightning orbit around me. I don't know if I can quite say that it makes it orbit around me, though. It does something completely different, because previously, in, like, Season 7, it used to actually make the ball lightnings orbit around you, which worked with overpower, or overcrit, I mean. And when last season I wanted to do that build where I make like the overcrit ball lightnings using what was that? Banished Lord's Talisman. I honestly think that would have been a great combo, but they have opted not to let overpower their thing. Lower Mummies to Pillars. This one maybe? This one. So I don't really. I'm still trying to work my way with ball lightning. Right now I'm running the Azarath with Okuns. That's my build. But I don't know. I hope that they change it because and put more power into the core skills themselves, because right now I'm basically playing an Azarath build rather than a ball lightning build is what it feels like. I hate when it feels that way. Similar situation with like Whirlwind, Dust Devils, and Earthquake. Except in this case, it's like really people are using Sorcerer skills. I can't revive you, I'm afraid. You're gonna have to respawn yourself and keep yourself alive if possible. Or just wait at the entrance and hope that I can actually get enough for all of us. Or enough kills for the two of us. Because every time you die, you lose like 15 seconds, so... Well, every time we die, we lose 15 seconds of death. Time is about to run out. Okay. And this is much better than last time. We should get a lot more now. Oh. Dying room. Okay, no, I made it. I made it to the, even despite the deaths, I still managed to pull it off. 8831. Okay, so last time I got like 1300. 8831. Yeah, I'm up to 11.1k now. So again, that was like 2700. It's like always 2700. So yeah, kind of nice. I'm hoping that one of these might give me. Oh, okay, sure, why not? Willpower. Actually, yeah, this is better than my existing one. I can actually replace. Or this one's got willpower and envenom. Yeah, I would not switch out my current one for a non-ancestral, I don't think. It's too bad, really. I really, like, there's a few... This would have been GG, like, if it had been ancestral, and it had rolled willpower on... Well, actually, either one would be nice, willpower or envenom, or even, like, the other stat would still be an upgrade. Then I could actually replace this. This thing's got GA willpower and envenom, which is nice, but I need, like, ranks of Call of the Wild too. That'd be a huge help. So yeah, okay. At least I know where to look now. Oh, okay. We can run this. Room's like nice and confined, so it's like perfect for my wolves. Oh, okay. I messed that up. The timing. Okay, I may have made a bit of a mistake here. Yeah. Yeah, I could have actually kept spamming the... you think Azarath is gonna get a nerf soon? Okay. As... I don't like to say this, but as it should. Why do you say that? Is there... Did they, like, say something about Azarath? Or what? Why? What is going on? This skeleton corpse... Oh. Ha! The skeleton corpse spawned in the wall. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if I knocked him out of it with Cyclone Armor, but no wonder nothing can hit him. Like, I was like trying to hit him with my stuff, and so was Lee Burgess, and neither of us can reach him. It's because he spawned inside the wall. Nice. Is some grade A programming right there. boots. What is this? Hey, Yen's Blessing. Do you need, you know what? Lee, I'm gonna toss you Yen's Blessing. And then if you need it, then you can use it. Otherwise, you can salvage it, whatever. Doesn't matter. But either way, you need resistances, so I'm gonna give you that. Oh, I'm just gonna stay away from that explosion real quick. Just my prediction? Yeah, I think so too. Nah, I'd be very surprised. Well, I shouldn't even be that surprised by anything anymore. Like, the way they're balancing is, it's very hit or miss. But what I will say is that, yeah, like, every sorcerer, but like, usually if there's like one thing, like, every class, I shouldn't say every class, but I think a lot of rogue builds are just relying on Azarath right now, and I think a lot of sorcerer builds are also relying on Azarath to do all their damage, which is fine. Which, like, it's fine in the sense that, like, I can understand people's argument would be that, hey, yeah, it's nice to have a way for a sorcerer to do damage because, you know, having Azarath means that I can do damage, and doing damage is fun. Like, I know there's going to be some people who are going to complain about that, but I'm not advocating for them just nerfing Azarath and doing nothing else. I'm really hoping that when they do nerf Azarath, that they also take the liberty of buffing a lot of other builds that use it too. Kind of like the situation with Blood Surge, where the Blood Surge was very reliant on Overpower, and the reason why people who were playing Overpower were having such a, or Blood Surge were having such an easy time was because of Overpower. Then Overpower got nerfed, and now it's can't really call it like a useless build or a worthless build, but it's not nearly as strong as it should be. Oh, did not realize that this has materials. Should pay more attention, but whatever. Okay. Plenty of materials. I see. I mean, Lee Burgess, like, you're doing like a lot of damage too. It's just, I guess, deaths really is the main issue here. Survivability. Yeah, fair enough though. I don't know. Like, I don't know if any of the other streamers are talking about it. I'm gonna go on a limb and guess probably not, because I think the main concern that they would have right now is just the situation that Spiritborn and Hydra are in. Those are the two builds that everyone has their eyes on, and they're not running Azarath. Roderick Obel's Reserve. Ooh, nice. Obdicite Mine. Okay, I gotta pay attention then, for sure. I gotta open up as many chests as I can for this Obdi. I'm actually gonna reach like 20k at this rate. Alright, but this is my last run though. I'm gonna take a break after this. But yeah. Yeah. So yeah, going back to it, Anthony, like right now my build, my Ball Lightning build is like reliant on, it actually really is reliant on Obels. On Azarath too. So again, I'm really hoping that they will make some adjustments. Also drop additional Obdicite. Oh, okay, yeah, previously they were dropping 50, now they're apparently dropping 20. So that's like a 33% increase. I am not complaining. Yeah, I don't like that, that I have to run Azarath as my way of doing damage. Like, I am hoping that they make it so that Ball Lightning, like, as a core skill will be stronger, I suppose. This is a problem. Why is this guy still, or how is he still alive? Yeah, he actually hurts. Butcher can still kill me, I think, even now. Yeah, me too. Yeah, I think Lee's saying, oh, you mean like last run? Yeah, I am gonna, yeah, I'll probably be done for the day after this. I already played like a pretty good number of hours, you know, like 1 hour doing miscellaneous stuff, 1 hour on my Ball Lightning, and then 1 hour on farming Obdicite. I feel like it's a pretty good balance. Oh, did we split? Oh, shoot. I went this way because the portal is here, the Roderick Gateway, so I'm gonna activate this. Yeah. Lee, if possible, could you just, like, wait at the entrance, I guess? Either wait at the entrance or... Well, yeah, probably wait at the entrance, because I don't want to force you not to, like, kill stuff. But I think every time you die, it's, like, minus 15 seconds, and I know you probably want as much Obdicite as possible out of this, so I'd need you to just sit still for, like, a minute. That's it. Like, I could probably solo it, tier 6, but I just need... like the full 100 seconds if we can. Anthony said most of streamers slash content creator not giving their prediction is that most were at the dev call that Blizz. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. Getting reward upgrade 3 will summon a special demon. Okay, let's start with that. Monsters kills. Yeah, this one. And then I think I'll try this one. Okay. Thanks. Sorry about that, Lee. I don't want to, like, yeah, hope it's not, yeah, hope that's not a problem for you, but yeah, I want to maximize how much Obdicite we get out of this, and I'm sure you would too. You want as much Obdicite as possible to get the, like, especially once you get your guy up and running, like, we can do more of these in the future, and then when he's, like, much stronger, like, you'll be able to... I genuinely believe that you have, like, a much higher, like, a power ceiling than I do. Like, in my case, like, my companion druid doesn't need very much to get going. He needs, like, Kirka, he needs, like, one aspect and, well, maybe, like, a handful of aspects and, like, a good set of Storm's companion. And I'm ready to go, right? But, I think Thorn Spiritborn, like, has a lot of ramp up. But once you get all the stuff that you need, suddenly you're gonna be, like, much, much stronger than before. There we go. That's easy. You need to run a store so we get done really fast. It's cool. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is perfect. Yeah. I also will need to grab something for myself to eat later, so... yeah, sooner the better. 15 billion... or 18 billion damage there. Anyway, yeah, thanks for this, Anthony. Yeah, I'm not, like, well in tune with a lot of other... I'm not in tune with the other creators, so I wouldn't know stuff like this. All I know is that the developers had a call with some of the content creators, and why... oh, okay, I barely made it. Yeah, see, I needed all 100 seconds, but I did get it. Oh, okay. I don't know why that took so long. There you go, max rewards on this. 12.1k, so... there we go. Okay. 12.1k all the way up to 14.5. So that one was 2400, which is strange. Did I... No, I hit max rank on this. That's why they kicked me out. Or they finished it up. I don't know why. This is garbage, but... yeah, I might have to run more of these in the future. I'm gonna go to the bottom right real quick. Anyway, yeah, what I was trying to say was, I know that there was, like, a call with the developers because they were saying that, or, sorry, the content creators were saying, like, some of them were saying, like, oh, wow, imagine all the stuff that I've seen, or that I've been begging for in the last however many years, and, yeah, like, it looks like they actually have stuff in the works. So the streamers were pleasantly surprised with what they were seeing. But that's as much as I know about it. I did not know the specifics of... yeah, like, like, some people got flack for talking about stuff that they shouldn't have been. Because, well, yeah, that's, like, interesting to me that that's the case. Like, why? Like, they have to sign, like, an NDA or something? I'm not sure. Maybe season... like, I have no idea what... like, I actually have no idea what's going on. Like, I'm enjoying Season 9 for what it is, right? Like, I don't... I'm not really too... yeah, I'm not gonna revive you with shock lances over your body. I think that would just... you'd probably just die again. Joe had done a Twitter post about the call... oh, seriously? Had done a Twitter post about the call. I took some backlash over because it was just content creators and had no casual people in it too. Oh, interesting. Well, okay. It's sort of okay. I don't get me wrong. I don't. I mean, it's just you and me, so you're not going to take this the wrong way, I imagine. But I don't really. I'm not surprised, and it's for me at least. It's understandable. Like, yeah, I'm a content creator, but like with like what 300 subs. I relative to all the other like big names out there, I'm a nobody. Like, really, I am. Right? Most of us are nobodies within the community. So yeah, they could get like maybe like 5 or 6 people to like check it out, like random dudes, but like they need to choose some people. They need to choose someone to show the content too. They probably don't want to like reveal all their cards at once because they need to like leave it as a surprise for people, right? Like the anticipation, like this is how life works. All right, I can't believe I'm saying this, but this is how life works. A lot of the time, the anticipation of things to come can have a more profound impact than the actual thing that's coming. So yeah, they have a whole bunch of changes lined up, but can you imagine if they rolled out these changes, or they actually announced the change, they showed it to people, and then like all the like regular, like here's the thing, if they could like invite like 5 or 6 random Joes to the event, but they probably wouldn't. Like they don't really have as much influence. They need they need to show their best cards to people who have influence and who can put in a good word for them, right? So that's how it works. So it makes sense that they're not going to reveal it to like casual people. And if they were to reveal it to casual people, then they'd have to reveal it to all the casual people, aka they'd have to do it in like an actual proper campfire chat or like an expansion reveal. I don't know. But the way it is right now, there is no way that they could feasibly just, oh, shoot, let me come back in a second. There's no way that they could feasibly just release it all, and like have like, 5 or 10 or like 100 casuals. Not to say that there's even a point. Yeah, I don't know. You can put the people. Okay, hold on a second. All right, here we go. I'm ready. My opinion. Oh, and one other thing too. You said backlash. I don't know. I find it interesting because I have like very mixed feelings like on a number of the things. Like there are some things that I wish that some people will like. I honestly feel like a lot of people just need a scapegoat. Like people are not ready for that truth to hear that. But yeah, a lot of the time people are just looking for a scapegoat to blame. And when I think I've talked about this before, when Wadijo mentioned that Overpower needs a rework, like anyone with 2 eyes should be able to see that it needed a rework, right? Like it really did. There's no way that they could leave Overpower the way it was, but because of how it went down, they basically neutered Overpower immediately after. Oh wow, that was like 3 million gold. Oh, I'm like rich now. I think that people got pretty mad at Wadijo because he rolled out some kind of video, and then like a couple days for Overpower, and a couple days later they announced that Overpower is being nerfed, and people were not happy about that. They were like, hey, yeah, my build is so overpowered, but the reality is that Overpower was clearly overpowered. Like something had to be done about it because every single build in the game boiled down to, well, except for the dot builds, boiled down to, you're either going to get Overpowered to get like a 5 to 10x damage multiplier at a minimum, or you're just going to have your build be inferior. That's just how, or you're going to lose out on a lot of damage. That's basically how it was for the vast majority of builds in the game. And I think I talked about this too. I ran ice shards, and then all of a sudden Ooh, I threw on overpower and suddenly my build is like 5 times stronger, which makes no sense. So yeah, like I can never really pin the blame entirely on content creators on that one, because at the end of the day, it's the developers who make the final call, the final judgment call. So I actually think that people are pointing fingers at the wrong. Well, yeah, they point fingers at the devs too, but I think a lot of the onus actually does lie on the people running the game more so than the content creators. The content creators can only share their opinions. They can't really share much of anything else. And of course, those opinions, like, they're people too, right? They are just people. It's not going to line up with what casuals want, and it's up to the devs to kind of sift through that. And the last thing I'm going to say about that before I address the rest of what you were saying, uh, is that I think that a lot of like viewpoints of the game and its level of difficulty are very skewed, because on one hand you have people like Rob who are going to be like Paragon 300 within like a week. Then you have people like me who are like somewhere in the middle, and then you're going to have the casuals that are like actually casually, like, they don't care about masterworking triple crit, they don't care about this, they don't care about that. I think that the casuals, or no, wait, sorry. I think that the like with the duped mats, people abusing like bugs to get like, you know, more materials season after season, like all that kind of stuff, really gives an inaccurate indicator of what should be of what the actual progression curve for any character in the game is right now. But anyway, that's like a whole separate video that I could probably talk about some other time. Going back to what you were discussing, okay, so first of all, no casual people, fair enough. Anthony says, my opinion is that you need a few outside people so you get their opinion too. Most of the streamers slash CC content creators, right, are too good at the game that they forgot how casuals play. You can put the people under NDA. You know what? I actually agree with that. You said, I think what people get mad about is that when CC make videos about something being wrong or right, but then someone makes a forum red post about something wrong or right and gets no notice. Yeah, well, I guess putting this nicely, there's no way that they can sift through every possible opinion, right? There's maybe like let's say a dozen. I was gonna say a handful, but let's say a dozen people that are like big names for Diablo 4, and you know, it kind of makes sense that the developers can like listen to some of them, and then maybe they might browse like the Reddit and the like forums, or like the D4. So, well, the other problem with like subreddit and whatnot too is a lot of the time when a forum post or a Reddit post gets made, it's just complaints. It's like an angry rant. I'm not even kidding. It's an angry rant for somebody who isn't going to be pleased with the game no matter what they do. That's part of the issue. Like if I were to pull up here, hold on a second. Let me find a good example right now. Here, I'm gonna pull up the D4 subreddit. You guys can't see, but let me pull up the D4 subreddit, and then I'm gonna try to find one real quick, just for the sake of this, just to make a point here. Diablo 4 subreddit. Lee said, okay, man, I have to go, see you later. Okay, sounds good. You take care. Thanks for playing. Good run. You was carrying me. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Pretty soon you'll be carrying me. No, just a matter of time. You're like, and I'm not even just saying that for the sake of saying that. Like, your damage numbers as a spirit-born, or oh wow, as a spirit-born, your damage numbers like should be much higher eventually. And that's just how it goes. I'm gonna salvage this one, actually. I'm just gonna start salvaging these. Okay, I'm gonna... willpower, lightning resistance. I mean, it's triple crit, but... or triple GA. Okay, and what's this? Why do I even have these? Okay, I'm gonna leave these for now.
What's still got some good in it?
And I think that's it for my character for today. I mean, I didn't die this time around, so I don't need to repair. I still have potions, I'm good. And I guess I can toss these in temporarily. This is what I had on my guy before. Oh yeah, there's the Fist of Fate I was looking at before. Okay, there. I'm gonna stop for the time being. Okay, I'm gonna pull up the Reddit post here. Diablo 4. I think it's time to update strongholds and waypoints. That I agree with. Here we go. Thank you, Blizz, you have defeated me. I saw this one earlier. So thank you, Blizz, you have defeated me. This was 3 days ago. State of the game discussion. 536. 536 upvotes. And let's see. He's Paragon 203. He's a casual player since day one. He's Paragon 203, Spiritborn Balazan Quill Volley. And oh man, I don't want to read through this. Look, I think the problem for me is that there's a lot of stuff on Reddit where it feels like there's like a lot of stuff. One, it feels like a lot of the comments that are made from people to people, like from person to person, are very contradictory with one another. Secondly, like if you were to take the opinion of every single person from Reddit or like any forum and then listen to like try to listen to every opinion, like it would actually be impossible. Like it just isn't feasible for them to listen to every single person. Like I get why they're not taking as many of the forum, but like I'm sure that they look at the forum posts and the Reddit posts and then like pull some information from there, and they probably collect notes and whatnot, right? But some people are going to complain about stuff no matter what. Yeah, they're going to complain about stuff no matter what. Like, there's going to be some people who think that it's way too easy to get all the equipment you need to gear up your character. There's some things that there's some people who think that it's way too difficult to gear up for your character, right? And it's very difficult to or here's another one too, boss mats. There's some people who are like, oh yeah, boss mats should be tied to whatever account, like they should be account bound, basically. And they were account bound at one point, if I remember right. Like there was a lot of things that were account bound. People hated that, particularly because if you're trying to play with friends and your stuff is account bound, then how can you? I mean, how are you gonna do activities with your friends, which is a perfectly valid complaint. So I think, yeah, it's kind of more complicated than them just not listening to Reddit or their own forums. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm actually defending Blizzard in this case because there's actually a number of things that I would want for the game too. But again, I'm not in, like, I'm just not, I just want to make it, like, make a point that it's not entirely a bad thing, that, yeah, the content creators do get to get first dibs on some of these things because they do need to listen to some people, and the content creators do spend the most time with their communities. It's partly true. On the other hand, what you said is right though, that yeah, like they should get like at least some. If you get like all the streamers are like big names for a reason. Like they sink like hundreds of hours into the game each season, right? Like I think it's safe to say hundreds. Let's say 100 plus, right? 200, 300, however, yeah, hundreds of hours at this point. Sure, whatever. Hundreds of hours. Of course, if you have a sample group of people who only play the game for hundreds of hours, their opinions for the game are going to be way skew as compared to your average player who only plays the game like 1 or 2 hours a day. So, you know, like I think one of my favorite examples is I remember me personally, I would love a loot filter. I think a lot of the other people who are like Paragon 250 plus also would like to see a loot filter too, right? But a lot of other players don't really care for a loot filter. They'd rather have, like, I don't know, more activities that they could do that are like fun or like fun in some ways, or I'm not sure. Like, see, that's the thing. This is exactly. Maybe they would want like strongholds to be reworked because right now strongholds are kind of lame. I don't know how else to put it. Strongholds are like Like, who cares about strongholds? Really, I run them from 50 to 60 to get to like 60, and that's it. I never look at them again. That's not a very healthy way to leave strongholds. I thought when strongholds first were announced that it would be like a capture the flag sort of thing, because the game was going to be like open world. So maybe you have like a group of people who are like holding onto a stronghold, and then, or maybe they get like swarmed by like hordes of monsters at a time, or something like that. That's what I thought strongholds were going to be like. Um, yeah, maybe casual would want that. I don't know, but either way, I think that yeah, like me personally, I can't even call myself a casual player. I can't call myself like a hard, like really like. I don't consider myself as much of a tryhard as the top end players, right? Like the top end is in like the ones who are actually pushing for like Paragon 100 or Paragon 300 and all that. But I do consider myself, and I can't call myself casual either. But I'm like somewhere in the middle, and so on one hand, I think that a lot of my concerns are more in line with the content creators, but I'm not as like picky about them complaining about like materials, for example. I think like season after season, like the casuals or the really competitive players complain about like, oh yeah, like trying to gather the right amount of materials are a pain point. Getting enough artificer stones is a pain point. Like my dudes, I myself have more artificer stones than I'll ever be able to use. That's always been the case. I've never after the beginning of a season been short on artificer stones. And what's even the point of making artificer stone a material then if you're just going to give people unlimited artificer stones, right? At that point you should just remove the material cost. Like what is even the point of having artificer stones now? Um you need 3 to open up your first pit 10, or like your first pit when you make a level 60 character, and then after that you never have to look at artificer stones again unless you're going to keep re-rolling over and over and over and over and over again. And by that point, like, who really cares, right? Like, you have like hundreds if not thousands of artificer stones. If I turned all my season journey rewards at the end here, I'd probably walk out with like a couple thousand artificer stones. I'm not even kidding. I will never go through all that many, never. And yeah, like, so me personally, materials are not a problem. Um, but I'm with people that masterworking should get a rework. It's pretty silly that you have to like yeah, I have Iridas and Gathlins like triple crit, but um it really should just be like masterworked in such a way that maybe the role itself, I don't know, to try not to complicate things too much. Like, yeah, trying to triple crit these actually took some time. I feel like, and it required like way too much effort and clicking. I think that they should really make it that every fourth masterworking tier is a checkpoint. So you make it to masterwork 4, and maybe you roll max life. You don't want that, you roll that back down to masterwork 0. And then let's say you get like willpower twice in this case, then you're trying to go for rank 12, and oh no, it rolled max life this time. Then instead of resetting the entire item back down to 0, then it should just go back to like rank 8. And the same thing with weapons too. Nothing feels worse than getting like a 3GA item, and then it's got all the right rules, but then oh well, what's that? You temper it, and it got the wrong thing, and now the item is bricked, despite you rolling it like let's say 15 times because you have the Scroll of Restoration. I think that is a silly system too. I think that you should be able to use Scroll of Restoration an unlimited number of times, but maybe Scroll of Restoration is like a tougher drop to get or something. I don't know. So that's how I feel like that should be rebalanced. But yeah, I yeah. So I got mixed feelings about the whole thing. I have mixed feelings. Like, I agree with you. I am actually with. Oh wow! I just noticed I got like a ton of like materials from these runs I did with Lee Burgess. Yeah, I'm with you that they probably should get more opinions from other creators that aren't like big names. But on the other hand, I also do think that I understand why the content creators are there. So I guess what you and I are saying aren't really like mutually exclusive. Like, yeah, like I do still think that most if not all the content creators that are already attending, like it makes sense that they get a say because they're the ones that like I'm not saying I support it necessarily, but I'm saying that it makes sense for Blizzard because they need to put their best foot forward, and they need like these like Diablo partners and content creators to put in a good word for them, right? So okay, sure, whatever. But yeah, it would be nice to see more casual players get a chance to have a say. But I think my other concern is there's only like a handful. Well, there's only like maybe a dozen content creators that could attend that call, right? But there's thousands or millions. I mean, I don't know how many people actually play Diablo 4 at this point. But yeah, let's just say thousands upon thousands of people who play Diablo 4, right? Like, which casuals are they going to pull? So that's I think one issue that remains yet to be seen. As for the other thing that you wrote, Anthony, thanks for that, Anthony. I didn't mostly understand when you are at like a AAA studio and you do not have a department to look at the. Oh, I can mostly understand, but when you are a AAA studio and you do not have a department to look at the post, the studio is doing themselves wrong. Well, but we don't know whether or not they're actually looking at the post or not. Like, I think they actually do look at the post because if I'm not mistaken, the Diablo 4 subreddit, I don't know if it's owned by Blizzard specifically, but I think it's at least run by people who are at least somewhat affiliated with Blizzard, if I recall correctly, because I remember some posts that were like very anti-Blizzard got like removed or something. So I don't think people would do that unless they actually were um at least kind of in contact with Blizzard, right? That's probably like they kind of would have to be, I would imagine. Anthony, you said you have a lot of mats too. Yeah. Yeah, I got some thoughts on that too. I don't mind the streams of CC were there, but I think you need a few general population players there too. That I think you and I can agree on. I think my biggest, I wouldn't say gripe, is that then that kind of begs the question. Okay, so you and I are general population. Well, actually, sure. Let's say I myself am a content creator. Let's say I'm excluded. I'm not like a big content creator by any means, but still, like maybe you might argue that hey, yeah, in Venture you're like a big, you have people, so like you don't count. But in your case, yeah, maybe they should pull you in. You're not like, I don't think you're actively streaming a whole bunch, right? And maybe they pull up some random people from Reddit, I guess, right? Or maybe they should pull up some people from their forums, or I don't know, just randomly select people from different sources or their Discord. Yeah, maybe they could. But also, what is a general population player? Are we talking about the people for like, maybe people in different regions have different opinions, right? West Coast, East Coast, Europe, Asia. Maybe there's going to be some differences. Maybe people in Asia really don't care. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't. And also, you can have like a 65-year-old grandpa. You can have like the 40-year-old dad with like 12 kids. And you can also have like the casual like 12-year-old that plays this game. I'm sure there are like kids that play this, like there's and they probably actively like post about it too, I'm sure, somewhere. Like just a hunch. My last time I streamed was back in 2020. Okay, well, fair enough. But you got my point, though. I don't know. Because general population is kind of tough to kind of stomach down. Because wait, why isn't this favorited? Yeah, like it's kind of tough to say general population because what is general population? At least with the content creators, there's a very objective way of looking at that, right? Which is, hey, yeah, do you have thousands of like subs and followers and or hundreds of viewers? And if you do, then yeah, probably like okay, fine, like you got plenty of credentials to at least get considered, right? Like, or not credentials. That's the wrong word for it, but like, you know, they have some incentive to pull you in, because then you could say good things about it to your audience. But they pull in like a general person. There's a lot of general people to choose from, a lot of factors. There's right. There's like age, sex. There's like what region, plenty of other factors too, and lifestyle too, right? And I'm gonna be honest, like I know some people who are truly casual players. They truly are casual. Like, you know, they play like 1 or 2 hours maybe a week, and yet they're still able to get to Paragon like 200 by the end of the season. I guarantee you, like that's how it works, because the game is actually that easy for those people. So, the last thing I wanted to mention is you were talking about you have a lot of materials. So, I usually say that I don't really care much for the adjustments they make to the game. I'll take them as they come, as long as they're well, as long as I find them, well, yeah, I mean, there's not much I can do about it anyway, right? If they nerf Companion Druid into the ground tomorrow, then, well, what can you do? Or what can I do? I can either keep playing Companion Druid, or just stop playing it altogether. Whatever. And the same thing with the boss mats, right? The boss mats are the way they are. I self-farm them, and I get a lot of, I feel like, personally, I feel a great sense of achievement whenever I farm my own boss mats. And well, yeah, I farm boss mats and I have a lot of fun trying to grind out the items I'm looking for. But if I buy Belial mats from people, for example, then yeah, then at that point the goal is to max out my character with like the best in slot equipment for everything, and then I could like start pit pushing. That's also its own sort of fun. But on the flip side, not to say I did buy Belial mats, I didn't, but I'm just saying, like, hypothetically. But you know, on the flip side of things, like, I don't like how, like, for example, back in season 6, people were complaining that, I think, was it Veiled Crystals? There was something that was a bottleneck. And the reason why that thing, like, I think it was, let's just make something up here. Let's say Veiled Crystals. There's definitely been some seasons where Veiled Crystals was the bottleneck, but I think last season Veiled Crystals was the bottleneck. But I remember in season 6, I think Veiled Crystals were the bottleneck. I remember Veiled Crystals were the bottleneck in season 6, I think, or whatever. And the reason why this was the bottleneck rather than something like Obdicite was because a lot of players would run Infernal Hordes, and they could do bug abuse to essentially get themselves unlimited Obdicite. So Obdicite, despite the fact that that was supposed to be the bottleneck, was never the bottleneck, simply because Obdicite was like, there was nearly infinite Obdicite available through that through bug abuse, and the entire economy and game was balanced around people abusing getting unlimited amounts of Obdicite. So I'm using season 6 as an example there in that regard, because we kind of have a similar situation right now with the dupes. The game is it's extremely difficult to find a mythic unless you get lucky like I did. Well, actually, no, I just traded the runes necessary to get a Shroud of False Death, come to think of it. But yeah, like, other people who get their mythics, they can get really lucky and find the mythics they're looking for, but a lot of the time, it's ridiculously difficult to do so, unless you're just, like, buying stacks of duped Belial husks. And I think right now the game might be getting balanced around these Betrayer's Husks, even though by normal means these are extremely difficult to come by, is the point I'm trying to make. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of things here don't make very much sense in that regard, but anyway. That's that. That's all I wanted to say. I'm gonna stop ranting there. I've been yapping for like a good 20 minutes now. I'm gonna grab something to eat. I'm hungry. Unless there was something else that I need to reply to you. The boss mats I have no issue with, but I hate the phases you hate the phases that the top 3 bosses have. Oh, I see which 3 you mean. Yeah, see, you're in the boat that you should just be able to one-shot them outright. It sounds like, yeah. But again, I don't know how that would work either. So, the boss fight is supposed to feel like a boss fight, right? And the only way for them to really make it feel like a boss fight is by putting it in vulnerability phases, just because, I mean, at least this is kind of my hunch. Because there's going to be some builds that otherwise will one-shot the boss straight up. I guess at that point, the issue is that just they should actually rebalance the damage numbers to be in line with how healthy how strong the bosses are. Yeah, I can, I mean, there should be no one-shot, there should be no invulnerability phases. The bosses should just have more life, but the damage numbers should be scaled down to kind of be in line with that. But that's extremely difficult to do in a game where there's a lot of multiplicative damage modifiers. Like, how do you even scale that? Let's say me and Lee Burgess go into a fight against Belial right now. Like, who's going to be doing all the damage, right? And conversely, if I were to, go with a Hydra Sorcerer, I'm going to feel terrible that entire time. Like, that's just how it is. Anyway, I don't know. I don't have the answers for everything, but I think that the game is in like a very bizarre state right now. I care that I did not one-shot them, but I like that I can just DPS them down. Yes, I think that the stronger you get, like, the more powerful you should be, but you shouldn't be able to just, like, I don't know, like, bosses, like, these big bosses are supposed to be that, like, they're supposed to be, like, big bosses, right? So I get why they wanted to make them beefier, because in Season 7, people were just doing these, Duriel rotation. They were just one-shotting Duriel over and over. That's basically what it was. And that wasn't, I don't know if that's considered healthy for the game either. But, yeah, I don't know. Here that I did not one-shot them, but I like that I can just DPS them down. Yeah, I don't know if they should be... Well, I don't know if they should be one-shottable. I think their health should just be scaled upward. I think that's really it. If anything. But anyway, that's like a more... I feel like that's like a complicated discussion, though, because... Again, it's like, there's all sorts of ways they could balance it. But all of them have their, like, strengths and weaknesses, right? But anyway, I'm gonna stop. I think I'm done for now. And I'm gonna get going. All right, Anthony, it's been fun, but yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll catch you later. It's been maybe next time we can chat more about it and have some fun doing other stuff. And maybe the next time I play, I will have my Ball Lightning Sorcerer up and running too. Yeah, I think I can already clear like pit 45, maybe even pit 50 on that, so I'm pretty short from, just a little short from pit 55. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed today's stream. Thanks everyone for watching, and venture out.